Shalom, what's going on, Teresa? Shalom, shalom. Give me 1 second. And I'm sorry, I do this every show. It's weird. I do this shit every show. And Bobby always tells me, "Yo, be ready." Like I'm already like I'm gonna be honest. I'm already like 30 minutes late for the show. So yeah. But I'm doing the 3.5 hour show anyway. So um, that should be good for today. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Got a banger. Yeah. So what's going on, E Will? Salute, salute. When I look over here, I got the big TV up here. So yeah. Um. No, but well. But we got a good show today. I do want to say this. The Democrats got these shields out here doing overtime. All jokes aside, they out here doing overtime. It is crazy out here. Like, I'm gonna say this. I did not see this shit coming. People are so desperate right now because Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed really actually got people scared out here. Rosalind Perkins, would you like many followers? Let me know. Yada yada yada. All right, I'll let you know. Shout out to the Discorder, Scorderly Dumore. No, Disorderly Dumora. You don't see the whole thing. There's more to it. What this man is, but yeah. Shout out to Kick. You know. I do want to say, yeah, these people out here working overtime. You know, so like I can't blame them, and the reason why I can't blame them really, and all jokes aside, the reason why I can't really blame them because the Democrats are losing. They're losing too. And I say this. If you're a good strategist, and I'm going to be personally honest, if you're a great strategist right now, as a Democrat, I will be talking about reparations right now, getting black Americans into working to go back. I mean, getting black Americans back into the good graces. I mean, I would, as a, let me say, if I was a Democrat, as a Democrat, Mickey Mouse, I would be trying to get back into good graces with black Americans. If I was a Democrat, you know. You know, and I don't think Democrats want to talk about this, you know. It's gonna ruffle feathers, and it's gonna ruffle feathers. But at the end of the day, at least you can start the reconstruction right now. That's all I can tell you. You can start the reconstruction right now. You know. But yeah. They can start this reconstruction right now, even if it's like setting up policies, fixing black neighborhoods, making black neighborhoods, you know? Because the way how Democrats is right now, They're gonna lose all. Everybody's gonna lose hope in Democrats. You know, this is just coming from me. People's gonna lose hope in Democrats. Like me, I already lost faith in Michelle Wu in Boston, Ayanna Presley. I'm just being personally honest. I've been lost faith in them. You know? And it's not trying to shit on them. It's just like, yo, you can't do nothing for Black Americans. You know? You can't do anything to help Black America. You know? Like, they can't really offer us anything. So at the end of the day, hold on one second. One second. Yeah, it's just there's nobody's not gonna win. I don't think the Democrats they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose all hope, man. You know. Hold on. So this is why folks are scared. See this as Black folks. No. But yeah, but yeah, it's getting crazy out here. We got the coons working overtime. We got the tether immigrants working, doing double doubles. It's crazy out here. And like I've been said this was gonna happen. People's gonna be feeling that pressure. But I'm just saying, why would the Democrats think we're gonna go for the same okey doke? This is, and I've been saying this for a very long time. The Democrats and Republicans are not. They're not adapting. They're not adapting to this new world that's out here. That's why you hear these white supremacists talk crazy. This is why you have the white supremacists, running up in barbershops, going to going into grocery stores, calling people niggers and stuff. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for them, and yeah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's gonna be. The only thing I'll tell the Democrats, you better hope you get those seats. You better get those seats. You might not win these elections. You might not win the presidencies for a very long time. And like I said, people don't have hope in y'all no more. Like, we seen y'all niggas play in our face. We seen y'all niggas play in our face. So now, you playing in niggas' faces and think, oh no, let's have these immigrants say, oh yo, and give me a second. What's going on, Robin? Salute. You got people playing in people's faces, and as I'm saying, people take that serious. People take it as an insult. You know why? Do you know why, Shabaka? Because your peoples are over here from other countries. Your people over here from Africa. Your people over here from Mexico and all these other Latin countries. They're not civil when they come to these countries. They still think they're in their countries and they have to follow their country's rules because they're in this country. No, it's like I said, Shabaka. It, those states that you just named, they are diverse with immigrants. That's why most of those states that you name, those are sanctuary states. New York, California is a sanctuary state. Boston is a sanctuary state. I don't know if Philly is. I don't know if Philly's a sanctuary state, but I wouldn't be surprised. You know, there's a lot of Mexicans in the south side of Philly right now. You know, so those black Muslims is having a hard time, adapting. Because we already know the game plan with personally immigrants. They'll be your friends once they get over there to this country, but once they're in the numbers, they don't know you no more. They talk shit. This is what happened. What's going on, FBA convo? Salute. You know? Yeah. Who's it? Yeah. This is important. Like when I lived in the UK, I tried my best to simulate. Yeah, it happens, Robin. I'll tell you that. But this is what the Democrats is doing. And I got to be personally honest about that. I'm not a Democrat, so I'm not a fan of anybody. I'm going to be personally honest. I'm no fan of anybody. But the Democrats is knowing that, okay, these immigrants, these Latin immigrants has their numbers. They're getting their numbers up, They're coming over here with money, but they're coming over here with cartel money. They're buying off properties. So that means white people aren't going to be able to have property. Black people ain't going to have property because you already know, look at it. America already put black people in a bad situation already. They already, and I'm going to say this. Those people in my generation, I'm talking about the adults in the 80s. When they were fucked up off the drugs, that's how my era right now is fucked up. I had to learn how to be. Let me give you a second. Yeah, I don't trust politicians at all. But I'm Republican at heart. Are you a Republican or are you a conservative? Because those are two different things. Even though people do say it's the same thing, it's dissimilar. They're similar. Let's see. Because people in America are becoming homeless and jobless with nowhere to go. Trump has declared war on the poor. It's jail. It's homeless. America cannot shit on anyone. What are you talking about, Shabaka? You're just saying a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, conservative. Like you have conservative values. I get it. A lot of people have conservative value. Me personally, I'm pro-Black American. And the reason why is because I feel like Black Americans need to fix their communities first, their people first. And at the end of the day, we have been putting everybody first. So now, this is the time right now when these situations where people going to have to learn how to fix things themselves. There's no such thing as unity when it comes to this situation anymore. There's no more such thing as unity. I will say, and also I will say this: it's just and it's not like Black Americans or foundational Black Americans is shitting on nobody. It's just we're trying to fix ourselves first. And I'll tell you, I don't know what community that you're in. All of our communities need fixing. I'm white, but I have close Black friends, so I am American in general. I get that, but I'm going to say this. America has paid their dues for America for centuries. Even when we had the short end of the stick, we still paid our dues. We still fought for the country. we still went to war and became and allied on the Americans' side because we're considered American. But right now we're in a crucial moment where we're having these politicians playing black Americans' face after they're telling us to vote for them and not giving us shit, but instead getting these people who are not even citizens in this country something. We have been saying this shit for years and know everybody looked at black Americans as fucking crazy. We've been voting for Democrats for over 80 years, and they've been playing in our face and calling us crazy. They think, okay, if we don't vote Democrat, we're racist or there's something wrong with us. And I'll be personally honest. I don't vote for presidents. I only vote for policies. Because technically, that's what only makes the difference, is policies. No matter how the president feels and want to do, they can't do anything without following. They can't do anything without following those policies. So what that makes them is a chump in the front. I delete that. I didn't say anything bad. No, you didn't say anything bad. You're good. I got it. Vote for the couch. Yeah, facts, Kwame. I'm voting for the couch. If it's not policies, I'm not electing no president, no legislator. Like I told you, Kwame. In Massachusetts, I can only talk about Massachusetts. In Boston, Michelle Wu played in these motherfuckers' faces. Boston is very diverse, so she's gonna have a good base. But at the end of the day, these black people are talking, and niggas is listening right now. And the reason why is because these people are running up in these city halls when they have meetings. Like there was a situation, and this is how I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is how these Democrats and Republicans be disrespecting white people, and y'all white people don't be calling it. I remember probably 3-4 months ago, there was a meeting in Boston because there was too many homeless people around these companies and around these businesses where they're chasing off all their the clients and the people who and the payers. We're gonna say the payers. We need more FBAs to vote for the couch. No, we are. Yeah, we are. What's going on? Let's get it 004. I'm gonna say this. And Michelle Wu didn't even show up. Michelle Wu didn't even show up to the meeting that she set up. She played in these white people's faces and stuff like that because she don't give a fuck because she know who's our market target. Her market target is immigrants. But people are finding out most of these immigrants in Boston are not even legal. Some of these people are just being legal after like 15, 20 years. So she didn't give a fuck about these North End Bostonians. If they are Bostonians, who knows? They're probably from fucking Revere. Who knows? But yeah, these politicians is playing in these white people's faces because at the end of the day, they know that it's gonna be an even slate anyways. It's gonna be even anyways. The difference between Latino votes and black votes, you're gonna get a dedicated black vote. You're gonna get a dedicated black vote. With the Latinos, no. They don't even give a fuck if they get deported. They just want to be in that white light. That's it. Like let's look at this election that just passed. All them niggas voted for Donald Trump, and Donald Trump was talking about sending them niggas back. They're making songs, I will vote for Donald Trump, dancing with the cucaracha things in their hands and stuff, with the sombrero hats and everything. Them niggas were looking like fucking, what you call it? Them niggas, the Mexican dances and stuff. Like, Mexican performers. But They learned their fucking lesson because at the end of the day, listening is a skill. They thought, oh, you know what? And I'm just being personally honest. The Latinos thought it was gonna affect black people more because like I said, Latinos, not even just Mexican, Latinos have a disdain for black Americans. Have an envious and jealousy for black Americans. They do. I'll say this, white folks don't really have much say over modern politics. It is really Zionist Jews that have the... But the thing about it, this is where you got to understand, Robin, you can't use that anymore. First of all, y'all was the ones who brought them into America. Y'all was the ones who was making deals with them. Y'all was the one who had, and this is why it worked. Let me tell you why, and Rob, I'm going to be personally honest. This is why it worked. Because y'all had a common enemy. Y'all both had two common enemies. Y'all had what they call it, a common denominator. The common denominator was always black on black crime, black economy, black violence. This is why I told people last time, I said when black Americans take a seat back and let people figure it out themselves, it's going to be mayhem. It's even for the immigrants it was mayhem because you know what? We're the reason why immigrants are over here. We're the reason why these niggas ain't, them niggas got Jordans and Nike and Adidas on right now. Gucci, Burberry. We're the reason why they know all this shit. If anything, they'll be chasing a hyena with a fucking a spear nigga. Running around naked in dirt. Everybody's jealous of people on Snap benefits. Kwame, you know your people is more on Snap, even though we caught you lying yesterday. You know we caught you lying, Kwame. We caught you lying yesterday, Kwame. How the hell you think if you do nothing, you get nothing. Nothing comes to a dreamer on a couch but dreams. FBAs must organize with other to make real chances. Yeah, they got. Hey, see that, everybody? Shabaka, man, he's a Democrat shield. He's working overtime, man. I'm letting y'all know Shabaka's working overtime tonight, man. He's gonna be on here all day. I'm in that nigga's mind rent free. Why is everything getting deleted? I don't know. Let me go check Kick for you. Give me a second, my friend. Nah, you're good on my side. You're good on my side, Robin. I'm looking at Kick now. You're good. Let me see if I could customize it. See what's going on, though. Let's see. Yada, yada, yada. Bio. Notifications on. Nah, you're good over here, Robin. You're good. He said, who let the dogs out? Oh, shit. Kwame, the people on Snap are poor. The FBAs are claiming to be something they are not. The poor ass people buying the high things to look rich, then depend on Snap to eat. Shabaka, this is why I tell you, you're not a black American. You're an immigrant. This is how I know you're an immigrant. You've been cosplaying. This is why, you know what? I'm going to say this, everyone. This is why I did this This is why I did this title today. Because we have a lot of immigrants cosplaying of being black Americans. And they never had a black American experience. They had an immigrant experience. They don't have the legacy and the culture that black Americans have. All these immigrants talk about is treaties. Y'all talk about pleading out to the white supremacists, people who's oppressing you. Now you oppress your own people for the oppressor. Right, Kwame? What's going on, Rami? You up? It say you up. You up level. Who say you leveled up to level 1? Okay, Robin, you leveling up, man. Okay, that's how Kick is doing it. Oh shit. It's because the reason why America is a white and black thing, because that's how America started off. You know, as I said, people are finding out that black Americans, there was a lot of black Americans that were already aboriginals here, you know. What's going on, Jersey Drive? Salute, salute. And I'm gonna say this. We're starting to find out that black Americans were aboriginals here. You know, and I'll say we mixed in with the natives and the red Indians that we call Slavics. They were Slavics, technically Asians. So when you look at a Latino or a Latin, you understand why they're not that tall. You wonder why now they got the same body structure as an Asian, you know? How's everything, Jersey Drive? Salute, salute. And like I just started figuring this out probably like a few weeks ago. I think more Latinos who have the indigenous, the Tajinos and all that other cool shit, even though I don't know how most of these people are Tajinos because the Tajinos were killed off. You know? They were genocide. There wasn't that many Tajinos. Now all of a sudden everybody's fucking Tajino. You know? It's like when black people say, oh yeah, I'm Cherokee, a lot of those Cherokees were killed off. And I'll tell you this. When you hear black people say, oh yeah, I'm Cherokee, a lot of it is just lazy research. They probably are native to the land. It's just lazy research. It's a small number that a lot of people. I mean, it's a small number that people are Cherokee because, like I said, they were genocide. You know. I'll say that Seminoles I will understand because Seminole was beating the shit out of the French and the Spaniards. You know. And it got so bad that, you know, their military, the military that America uses is from Seminoles. And those were black people. Those were considered what? Runaway slaves, as people say? I don't know. But yeah. Okay, Jersey Drive. I'm glad everything's fly, you know? I always think about my uncle. His best friend is Vietnam. Was a black dude, and I have all his letter to him. It's just sad. People get divided through a race. I will say this, Robin. In this generation right now, you have nothing to worry about when it comes to black Americans. Black Americans don't want to do anything for you. I mean, no, they don't want to do nothing to harm you. They just want to fix their problems and stop the bullshit that's been happening for the 1960s. As I've been saying for the last few weeks, the reason why a lot of these Democrats, Republicans, conservatives, liberals, all these people are going crazy because they're not adapting with society. Society has changed. Why the fuck is everybody talking about the 1960s? Talking about the 1950s, 1930s, the good old days. Those days is gone and dead. This is why you got two types of now Republican groups. You shouldn't have MAGAs fighting America first. Y'all should have came together like Voltron. I never had a bad experience with a black. I know, it's just, I will say this. My grandma told us we were Cherokee in the 70s. Yeah, I heard that a lot too, Miss Teresa. But what I'm saying is everybody's saying that they're Cherokee, and most of the Cherokees were genocide. So it's going to be very little that a lot of people are Cherokee. Or depending, I'll even throw this out there, just as a defense of certain people. It depending where you are, where was your family located at? There could be a section where there were Cherokees in a small proportion of Cherokee members, and yeah, those people are official tissue. But you got niggas who are fucking Bayesian saying that they're Cherokee. We got immigrants saying that they're Cherokee. And it dilutes what a Cherokee is. You got even white Americans saying that they're Cherokee. So this is why I said, you know. And that's why always when people say, oh yeah, my hair, my baby hairs and stuff. And people shit on people who do that, but I get it. I know why people look at their hair and say, oh yeah, it's because I'm Cherokee. I get that. Because everybody, the stereotype about black Americans is that we have this type of African hair. We are mixed in with, I'm telling you everybody, we are mixed in, even with Europeans. We're mixed in with Europeans, natives, Africans. We're mixed in, but we're a whole new ethnogenesis. We're a whole new mutation. We're not the same mutations from 1,500 years ago. We were different. We wasn't out here sleeping in tents and teepees and shit like that. Staying with our own kind and stuff like that. No, we mixed in. Y'all confused. You know, no, Kwame, it's just we're figuring out stuff. We're finding out certain things about our culture. You know? And you should, this is the thing, Kwame, and this is why no, we ain't no Vikings. No. That's more Caucasian, you know. But I will say this, Kwame. Like, you even look at Africa. You look at Africa 1,500 years ago, 15,000 years ago. Africa was way better than what it looks like now. You know, you got niggas in Africa committing genocides to their own people. You know? Y'all want to be native. Well, we're native to the land. So we are aboriginals. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, Kwame. Like, for example, you can technically be aboriginal to Jamaica. You know? Y'all Native Americans, Jewish, we're a whole new mutation, Kwame. We can't, this is how crazy it is, Kwame. And this is why I said we're cooler than you. I'm Irish and German, so I might have a little Viking. Yeah, probably. Who knows, you know. I mean, we are Moors too. Yeah, we are. This is how crazy it is, Kwame. Like, we could claim all of that if we wanted to. You know, but we're claiming our culture from probably like 500 years ago, 400 years ago. We're not claiming all of that stuff we can't claim. That's what's so dope about us. Oh, peace. What's going on, Ray? Salute. You know, we Jamaicans claim we West Indian. No, y'all don't. Y'all don't even like Jamaicans don't like Africans, Kwame. Jamaicans don't even like Africans. Are you serious? I'm just being personally honest. Yeah, they don't like Africans. And the thing about it is because how Africa is, you know? Like, I'm going to give you an example. Watch this. We're going to watch this thing right here.
I'm not African, bro. I'm Jamaican. I was born in Yard.
So why would we then claim just African culture?
Let's watch this. And I'm doing this early for y'all, so let's watch this. And this is for Kwame, because Kwame likes to talk about we African. And Jamaicans know that they're African. Listen to this.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our next episode of Talk the Things podcast. And today we're going to be talking about why Jamaicans don't like to be called Africans. And I'm not talking about a person looking at us and see our black skin and mistaking us for African people. But when we tell them that we're from Jamaica, and they will respond with, well, isn't that just African? You guys are just African people. They're saying, no, we're not. So we're going to go into all of that. We all know that Jamaicans are descendants of slaves. About 98% of us, we came from Africa. And we were slave. And we came.
Hey, look at Kwame.
15...
Hey, yo, y'all see Kwame right here? There go Kwame right there. That's little Kwame. I'm sorry, Kwame. I'm sorry, Kwame.
Before the English people started doing it, that was about 1622, I believe. So in 1513, they came with the first set of African people, and that's where the population of Jamaica started to really become all black, because they killed off the Taino them, and those people there's literally like none of them left. I think maybe like a couple.
Told you.
But they wiped them out of the place.
This is why I always tell y'all. I'm joking, Kwame. Can someone please tell me what Pan-Africans did for Jamaica during the hurricane? They didn't do nothing. That's what they didn't do. They didn't help. I can tell you what they did. They didn't help at all. So.
And we were slave till about 1838. And in between that time, they brought about 2 million to 3 million slaves. So that is where the population of modern day Jamaica comes from. So when African people say, well, aren't you guys just African in a way? Yes, but also no.
You're Jamaican, right?
Oh, God, here we go. I know you're going to take it.
There's ignorant Jamaicans. I'm not African, bro. I'm Jamaican. I was born in Yard.
I mean, there you go. You got it.
I'm not African.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Does Jamaicans feel the same way as Black Americans? As we call, also known as foundational Black American? Let's listen to what he said.
But here we go. I know you're going to take it.
There's ignorant Jamaicans. I'm not African, bro. I'm Jamaican. I was born in Yard.
I mean, there you go. You got it.
I'm not African.
You got it there.
So as you guys just heard, a lot of people, when we say we're not Africans, they try to come back and say that we're ignorant. We all know that we are descendants of Africans. We are black. So we're not mistaken. We all know that. But as you guys heard me in the beginning of the video say, we came in 1513 and we got released in 1838. So between all of that time and all the time from 1838, from when we were free people till now, you guys are gonna still consider us African people. Like,
Whoa, hold up. Wait a second. Didn't we hear that from somebody before? Let's listen to what he just said. I want y'all to listen to what he said.
Our own top 1838, from when we were free people
Listen
till
this.
now. You guys are gonna still consider us African people, like we have not built our own identity.
Hold up.
1838. So between all of that time and all the time from 1838, from when we were free people till now, you guys are gonna still consider us African.
Who said that? Can I say his name is Tariq Nasheed, also known as King Flex? Didn't King Flex say the same thing? And y'all ate him up alive, you tethers? You ate that man up alive. You disrespected that man. And this Jamaican is saying the same thing. Let's listen one more time, because I don't think y'all heard him.
So between all of that time and all the time from 1838, from when we were free people till now, you guys are gonna still consider us African people, like we have not built our own identity,
What?
our own talk, and
What?
have been diverted from our African ways when we first came, like what the hell, 500-600 years ago. And even though it's been that long of a time, there's no denying our African heritage in the way we speak. It's very similar to Nigerian pidgin, Jamaican patois. For instance, they say picking, we say pickney. Both means children, kids. Jamaican folk music with our drums and certain religion that come out of Jamaica, like Rastafari, and that's very heavily Ethiopian inspired with Ethiopian Christian Orthodox from Haile Selassie. The way we dress from when we first came and the way the fabrics, them and the head ties, even how people dress in the revival church, it's very African. There's no denying our African heritage. But as a people, as a nation, we have created our own identity, and a lot of Jamaican people don't like that because we created such a distinct culture that has grew its own wings, you can say.
E. Will just called Africans lazy. Yo, oh my God. Yo, E. Will, I'm going to say this. Your boy Shabaka is crashing out right now. He's crashing out. He's crashing out. This is why I played this video. And the thing about it, I'm starting this video early because, one, I'm only doing 3.5 hours today. Two is this was educational. I wanted to show Kwame before he ran out, and he ran, that Africans are different. I mean, West Indians are different from Africans. They got their own culture, their own lineage. They created something different. Is there something similar? Absolutely. But they're on the same page. And salute to Jamaica. Salute to Jamaica. Salute to this man for saying what Tariq Nasheed was saying. Tariq Nasheed been saying this shit for a very, very long time. And he said that they know that they're African, but they haven't. We're gonna listen one more time, just one more time. I don't think people understand how powerful that is. This man don't want to be a generic African. He don't want to be a generic African. He knows he has a culture. Now let's listen.
Between all of that release in 18 came in 1513, and we got release in 1838. So between all of that time and all the time from 1838, from when we were free people till now, you guys are gonna still consider us African people, like we have not built our own identity, our own talk, and haven't diverted from our African ways when we first came.
Black Americans are not
what the hell,
like
500-600 years ago.
Africans.
And
Facts,
even though
Robin.
it's been
Thank
that
you.
long of a time, there's no denying our African heritage in the way we speak. It's very similar to Nigerian pidgin, Jamaican patois. For instance, they say picking, we say pickney. Both means children, kids. Jamaican folk music with our drums and
Facts,
certain
Robin.
religion that come out of Jamaica, like Rastafari, and that's very heavily Ethiopian inspired with Ethiopian Christian Orthodox from Haile Selassie. The way we dress from when we first came and the way the fabrics, them and the head ties, even how people dress in the revival church, it's very African. There's no denying our African heritage. But as a people, as a nation, we have created our own identity, and a lot of Jamaican people don't like that because we created such a distinct culture that has grew its own wings, you can say.
Yes.
We come
Yes,
from
listen to
Africa,
this
but
man.
we are a different people. We don't identify with our ancestors from 600 years ago to say that,
Hold
if a person
up. Listen. He do not identify from what?
our ancestors. We are a different people. We don't
Listen,
identify with
Shabaka, listen.
our ancestors from 600 years ago to say that, if a person asks you where you came from, you're gonna go say Ghana, when it's not true. You're born in Jamaica. And as far back as some of us can even count, our family was born on that land. So for us to say that we're not, what would we say that we are? You know what I mean?
3-minute video, so you won't be able to hear what he said. But he was basically saying that all the Jamaican people that say that they're not African. So, for example, if you go to a Jamaican person and said, "What are you?" Be like, "Oh, I'm Jamaican." Be like, "Oh, no, you're African because you're black." Be like, "No, I'm Jamaican because we don't fully identify with African people. They're just ignorant." And let me explain why I disagree with this statement. Obviously, we know that we are of African descent. But if you know the history of Jamaica, you know that its people are not just the descendants of the enslaved Africans that came. Our motto in Jamaica is out of many one people. This is so because of the history of Jamaica. People that you see in Jamaica now are the descendants of, yes, the enslaved West Africans that were brought here, the slave owners themselves from Britain and elsewhere, indentured laborers that came from India and China, the Tainos that lived in Jamaica before anybody else got there, the Irish that came at some point. I don't remember if it's indentured laborship, indentured laborship as well, but the Irish came as well. So our people here, melting pot, mixture of all those different people that came.
Who do that sound like? That shit sounds like King Flex. I can rock with this girl right here. Yo. Where's Kwame? Kwame, don't tell me you disappeared, nigga. Yo, Kwame. Really? You gonna disappear? You running and ducking from your own? Yo, this is your culture, my nigga. I told you. I was like, yo, Jamaicans don't like Africans, my nigga. They know they're African, but what is it? They said their genetics is African, but their DNA is a melting pot. This girl don't know what to really claim. This is why she claimed Jamaican, because it's a melting pot. You're claiming everything that your ancestors and her ancestors did. There's this thing that you call, what have you done for me lately? If them niggas did some shit 1,500 years ago, I'm still not going to be yelling what a nigga did 1,500 years ago. Not even 600 years ago. Need 5 more likes. Thank you. Salute to Let's Get It 004. Salute. You know, this is the things we're talking about. This is the things that is actually going on in America right now. And we're hearing this from a Jamaican. This is happening in her country, a sovereign country. In her sovereign country, she's not saying she's African. She's saying she's Jamaican. Look at how Shabaka just attacked that girl and the host of that show. President Holiness of Jamaica just united with the president. No, he didn't. Let me tell you something, and I'm going to be personally honest, Shabaka. That nigga's going to die sometime in the next 4 years. Abraham, he's going to die in the next 4 years, my nigga. I would be surprised if he make it out in 3 years. I'm just going to be personally honest with you, because at the end of the day, he's doing too much. For a white man, he's doing too much. America's already talking about attacking fucking Nigeria. I'm just being personally honest about the whole situation. And I told you about America first. I was like, America will not, and I told people, why are y'all scared? America will go to war before they go broke. They will go to war with you niggas before they go broke. Now the question is, do you think Black Americans is going to defend African countries? Absolutely not. After we defended Congo, we defended Congo because that's how all that shit got put out, was because of Black Americans. No, he didn't. You funky ass. He really think there's a united. I don't know. The nigga's crazy. He's batshit crazy. Shout out to him, but yo, nigga, you batshit crazy. You know damn well that them niggas is gonna, his own people's gonna sell him out. Like I have always said, I haven't really met a lot of Africans that had great intentions. I haven't met a lot. I'm just being personally honest. I really haven't met a lot of Africans that have good intentions. Do I fuck with Africans? Yeah, I fuck with a few people heavy, but at the end of the time, they're doing certain things. They're doing and saying certain things for a reason. For example, Godfrey. I fuck with Godfrey heavy, but at the end of the day, I started. I have to pull the nigga's card like, yo, my nigga, hold up. Why are you saying certain things? Why are you putting that out? Why are you putting that out in the forefront? Why are you putting that out in the forefront? Then now we could get to the topic question. We have to get to the topic question. Foundational Black Americans call out Black immigrant politicians for speaking for them. Why the fuck are they doing that and they never had a black experience? Because you have black skin don't mean you had a black experience. That means you had an immigrant experience. That black, and as I told Kwame, that black experience go with culture, go with lineage. That culture and lineage, you already been through that. You already heard about that. Damn near probably already experienced it at an early age. At the end of the day, it's like, clearly I'm Irish when my family has been in the U.S. forever. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Your DNA, well, your lineage will always be Irish, but at the end of the day, your ethnogenesis, you probably have more than Irish. Cause you've probably been in a few centuries in America. So you probably have different nationalities. You probably have Spaniard, you're probably Welsh, Scottish, maybe even black. You probably got a little black in there, you know. Somebody fucked around, slept with a maid or two, you know. So that's mostly a Latino thing, but ask Arnold Schwarzenegger. But yeah, stuff like that happens. When America and Michael Lansley attacks 25 million Africans worldwide march to defend hands off. No, that's not even facts. Them Africans is gonna sell them out like they sold out Gaddafi. Y'all still, let me tell y'all something. This is how late Africans is. Y'all still doing the Gaddafi thing. Gaddafi started talking about, making African currencies. Gaddafi started talking about that. Y'all are just fucking... Y'all are just executing the shit now after Gaddafi died probably 15 years ago. How late are y'all motherfuckers? You don't think, let me ask y'all a question. You don't think the Europeans of power are already ready for that shit? If they have to attack, they can attack y'all niggas? If they're gonna have to airstrike, they will airstrike y'all motherfuckers? You think that they just put that out here? And let me tell you how weak Africans is. And I don't want to say this, but I have to say this. Y'all motherfuckers be getting beat up by the Chinaman. The 100-pound, 5'2" Chinaman. Beating the shit out of y'all with bamboo sticks. I have seen it yesterday and I was like, oh my God, is this shit real? This nigga went back online saying like, oh yeah, he was just playing and I still want to work for him and... Y'all niggas is some frail motherfuckers. Y'all are not no black Americans. Oh yeah, the U.S. can basically shadow government anywhere in the world. Thank you. America's not going broke. America will never go broke. Only thing that can happen to America is Babylon and Armageddon. That's the only word people who could stop America. I'm gonna be personally honest. I'm just being personally honest about that. Why you think there's so many alliances and stuff like that? Why you think there's so many money moving around in them government buildings? Why you think Hunter got hit with a few charges like that? There's a reason. This motherfucker talk about he never been to fucking Ukraine, and they got pictures of him with the Ukrainian president. The fuck? Like, come on. It's just, we can't do this no more. We can't act like, oh, yo, you know, you're not going to win that type of war. I'm just going to be personally honest. Because most of them niggas in Africa are not ready to die. Most of these countries shadow government with the politicians we pick. Thank you. He said it. Robin said it. I didn't have to say it. I didn't have to say it. We don't need to hear, oh, yeah, we got a sovereign country. Under whose laws? Under whose laws? Well, listen to this, Shabaka. Y'all niggas run Africa, but China, India still controls Africa. They still control Africa. I'm going to show you a video. I'm going to show you another video, everyone. And I'm going to keep on talking. You know? And this is why I told Ping One you're a fucking liar. Watch this, everybody. No, what? I'm not gonna show that. Let me watch this first before I even show y'all niggas.
This is
then came the reportedly a Konkolili mine site after the manager of the workly called for the Chinese Leon after serving his prison term. But he resolved the major businesses operating in the country to follow labor laws.
No, I can't show this video. Yo, but hold on. I'll show this one. This is what's going on in Africa right now. Oh, they won't let me show it. I'll get it. Hold on. I'm going to find it on X, all right? Here we go. This is what's going on in Africa, everybody. And this is why I told these Pan-Africans stop saying go back to Africa and help fix them. Mm. Y'all want me to go to Africa and help build Africa? You already got helpers. Y'all got China. And you see this, everybody? These Pan-Africans want us to go to China. Go to Africa and help. Ping One always said what? Stop Asian hate. Stop Asian hate. Yo, this is crazy. This shit is crazy. I'm gonna find this shit on X for y'all. I was watching it yesterday. Give me a second, everyone. Oh, found it. So everybody, this is what's going on in Africa right now. This is current.
Mpige kidevu.
Again, the Africans have so much to say about the Black Americans, but
I think we know in America, black folks ain't going for this. But here's the crazy thing. We know that this Chinese fellow is in an African country treating Africans like slaves. And what's worse is that there are Africans watching it, which means that they're comfortable with it. They condone it. And there's an African holding the phone, recording it and laughing about it. The Africans are still colonized, still enslaved mentally. They lie to themselves and speak of their culture and that they have morals and values. And really, not much has changed since colonization. And I don't say this to deride the Africans. In fact, every 2 weeks, I have a meeting called SAS in Africa from our organization. And we have a number of blue chip items. Number one is Africa should be nuclear. Why? To protect from all these invaders, the Muslim Arabs, the white supremacist Christians, and many others, the Chinese. And also we teach identity so that the Africans can follow this Bible. This is a 3-sentence Bible. It's a 3-sentence Quran. It's a 3-sentence Torah, which is number 1, be yourself. Number 2, be good to yourself. Number 3, be good to good people. Well, number 1, be yourself. Be an African, be proud. Know what you are. Number 2, be good to yourself. Don't let people disrespect you, especially in your homeland. And number 3, be good to good people. Be around good people. Africa's for the Africans, not for the Chinese to come and enslave.
So, Shabaka, that's where you going? I'm sorry, everybody. If you're new to this show, people do crash out, such as Shabaka and Kwame. They always crash out. Kwame just ran out. Shabaka crashing out. So, Shabaka, what do you got to say? This is what the Black America. They are putting out way. I didn't put it out. An African put it out. What do you mean? We're just commenting on it because an African put it out to Twitter. What do you mean? What you mad at us for? I'm asking you, is this the country where you're going to? These are the countries you're going to? You getting the brakes beat off by a little Chinaman? This nigga's crashing. I told y'all everybody he was gonna crash out. Oh, hold on. We got another video. Hold up. It ain't done yet, Shabaka. It's not over yet, man. Hold up. This is what Africans do, all right, everybody? And don't get mad at me. After getting the brakes beat out of him, got disrespected. This is what happened, everyone.
Tuko na neno na umamsamehe?
Nimesamehea, sina shida. Nimesamehea na nimeachana nayo. Mimi bado nataka nifanye kazi hapa because nilimtoa msiku kuja kufanya hapa kazi. Niexplain kama kuna shida, aniji tuongee kwa ofisi. Kama kuna shida.
Thanks, Robin. Salute.
Lakini kwa yote nimesamehea, sitasikiza maneno ya watu. Pia imeisha hivyo. Hizi my boss and remember my boss together.
Tuko na neno na umamsamehe?
I will tell you what this man said. They had a disagreement and it went overboard. It went overboard. Now, I forgive him and I don't want to lose my job, so I'm going to still work for him. Is that about right, Shabaka? Yo, Shabaka, you are crazy. Shabaka. This is why I tell Ping One, don't do that. Don't do the Asian hate thing on my page, because you know why? We're going to find out some bad shit. you know, and I don't want you to be looking crazy. I always give people warnings. He didn't take the warning shot, and when we seen China, they gave a man some watermelon, some KFCs, and some cotton, and one Asian girl said she was a nigger killer. So, all sorts of. Yes. Not off of YouTube. We could talk about that on YouTube. But this is what goes on. This is the channel, man. All sorts of race talk can get people banned. So yeah, it can. But at the end of the day, we got to tell the truth on this channel. I cannot put, as a person that loves people, I cannot put out false information. This is what goes on in Africa. This is why I tell black people don't move to Africa. Stay in America where your ancestors built and struggle and survived for this generation to live. For this generation to live. For this generation to have a choice to say and do whatever they want and have to suffer the consequences depending on what the situation is. This is why we talk about stuff like this. Now we got to get back into the conversation. Right. We are humanists. We can be human beings. These people are hard, but we have to discuss it. Yes, we have to discuss it. We can't. One thing society has a thing of doing is sweeping shit under the rug. Then when the shit pops out and people see it, they're talking about don't judge me on what happened in the past. No, because you try to sweep it under the rug. If it happened, let's talk about it. How can we fix this? So now the question is, the topic question is foundational Black Americans calling out Black immigrant politicians for speaking for them. Why isn't there a Black American politician speaking for Black Americans? We're not talking about Byron Donalds. We're not talking about, you know what? Let's watch this video, and let me do the opening because I forgot the opening. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Bronze Reaper podcast. I am your host, Rosalind Perkins, and we got a great show today. Foundational Black Americans call out Black immigrant politicians for speaking for them. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? As I said, it's a good thing because it's getting put out to the forefront. It is good for asking people, where are you from? Where is your family from? Why are you asking these questions? Of the U.S. is take all the best talent, regardless of race or nationality. Not necessarily true. And the reason why I'm going to say this, Robin, I will have to disagree on that because it's to take all the people who can be marketed. Like, let me give you an example. I like Tom Brady. Do I think he's the greatest player of all time? Absolutely not. It was just the program that he was under. He was great to market. He was easy to market. Certain things he will never talk about. He don't talk about politics. He don't talk about relations and stuff like that. Everything he talks about is football. Who's the greatest football player of all time? I think Deion Sanders is. But Deion Sanders wasn't easy to market. He wasn't easy to market. The way how he looked, the way how he dressed, the way how he talked. His kids is all 180 from him. They're similar, but they're not the same as Deion. Deion came in there flashy. He came in the NFL flashy. His kids just wanted to play football. That's all they wanted to do. So they're different. But at the end of the day, They reap the sins of his father. Never discuss politics. If sure, sports player or entertainer divides out. Yes. But that's why everybody loved Tom Brady. But Deion was different. Deion was probably the greatest, athlete ever. The greatest, I'm going to tell you this, probably one of the greatest special quarterback of all times is probably, what's his name? What's my man who plays for Pittsburgh, the quarterback from Pittsburgh? Is it Aaron Rodgers? I think Aaron Rodgers. He's athletically wise, he's probably the greatest. You know? What's going on, Dorsey? I just ran your boy Kwame out again. But yeah, he athletic wise, Aaron Rodgers is the greatest. Just athletically. He's a better quarterback than Tom Brady. Tom Brady is just a very great, and he's just a great pocket passer. Probably elite pocket passer. Elite. I think the closest of being that great as a pocket passer is probably Cam Newton. But no, Tom Brady is probably the greatest pocket passer of all time. It's just yeah. Coach Prime is the real deal. Yeah, he's the greatest just player in the NFL of all times. I like TL. I love LT, Lawrence Taylor, but Deion Sanders didn't need all that strength. He was a special person. It's just that's how Deion Sanders was. And he played 2 sports and was great at it. And don't forget, he played baseball. He played for the Falcons and he played for the Braves. Like, that's how good he was. Okay, Dorsey. he might. But yeah, it's just I think Deion Sanders he's the greatest. I think Deion is the greatest. Just sports wise. You know, like we will always hear this topic question, who's the greatest basketball player? People say Michael Jordan, some people say LeBron. Unquestionably to go. In his position, yes, but overall, people will use Deion primetime because primetime people would not where primetime is, they won't throw it. He was Ed Reed before Ed Reed. Like, people will stop throwing it where Deion Sanders is. That's how good Deion was. They'll have to throw it onto the other side, and people knew that they were going to throw it on the other side. They just don't know where. You know, Bo Jackson, yeah, he did it. But like I said, it's just Deion was elite at both sports. Bo Jackson, he was good, but that's if he hits a home run or not, you know? Because Bo hits home runs or he just doesn't hit it, you know? But I fuck with Bo Jackson heavy, especially White Sox. I'm still looking for that jersey. Him and Frank Thomas, I think that was a 1-2 hit right there. The game's overall starts at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I give you that. I will also say this. With basketball, we always say Michael Jordan or LeBron. And both of them are right. If you're looking for a one-on-one person, you choose Michael Jordan. Because Michael Jordan's a killer. But when you're talking about just a team game, LeBron. Because LeBron makes everybody better. You know, Michael Jordan, give me the ball, get out the way. That's Michael Jordan. Give me the ball, get out the way. LeBron, stand over there. Set me a pick. When you set the pick, go down. I'm going to pass it to you. You know, LeBron, LeBron, I don't think was a killer. Oh, yeah, he was the man to injuries, yeah. It's always like that. Left tackle, get gets paid today because of LT. Facts, Ray. That's facts. Him and I'm gonna say this: those people who play those type of positions, him and Sean Taylor, even though he didn't have a long career, Sean Taylor would have been one of the Mount Rushmores. I will say that he would have been on Mount Rushmores. All jokes aside, me, like I always tell people, one of my favorite football players is Ed Reed. I'm a big Ed Reed fan. You know, because the reason why Ed Reed always gave the Patriots a hard time. Even when they were winning 7 championships, he always gave them a hard time. You know, Michael Jordan led Chicago to more championships than any other player. No. Are you forgetting about the GOAT, Bill Russell? Won 11 championships out of 13 years, and we don't want to hear about the era. He won 11 championships out of 13 years. I'm telling you. I'm tired of everybody forgetting about Bill Russell. And Bill Russell used to grab 22 rebounds a game. 20 rebounds, 50 rebounds. Like, we can't forget about that. Facts. They made the NFL. Yeah. I'll say that. I agree with that, Dorsey. But let's get into this topic. FBA's calling out, Foundational Black Americans is calling out black politics with immigrant backgrounds. Here we go.
So that they can get what they...
And I think she's black. I think.
About immigration as if it's something over there or over there. But the harm to every immigrant is harm to every one of us.
Wait a minute. Aren't you NAACP leader? Isn't that your whole cause to help the black community? Let me educate you on that, just because maybe I don't know if you know what you're talking about. The harm that you're talking about is harming the black American citizens, all the legal citizens that are in urban communities. They're losing jobs. So that's the harm that's really going on. And I think that by you fighting for illegal immigration, it's a smack in the face to all the immigrants who became American citizens going through the process the right way.
In this country, we want to believe that the Constitution has protected us all, and in fact it has not. Bullshit! But that doesn't mean that we can't work to ensure that it does. In the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area, there are people standing behind me.
Bill Russell was the first player coach too, so yeah, we got to throw that in there as well. He was the player coaches before the players coaches. And he was still winning championships by himself. And he led a team as a coach to the championship. It's Bill Russell. That man I have on the wall, Bill Russell. He didn't care about points. He didn't care about assists. He didn't care about rebounds. He cared about winning. That's why he is probably one of the most successful just athletes of all time. Athletes.
Who have committed to ensure we are going to protect the people of this residence.
It's not going to work.
We hope that includes all of you.
I want to show y'all something, okay? Read closely and understand why I go hard for us and us only. And this is why we got to take our seats back, okay?
Prime Minister of Somalia had to say about Ilhan Omar, them black people, with all that pro-blackity black talk, right? Check this out here in closing.
Somalia. It is very important in Ilhan tayo Somali tayo meeshas lagu jirto. Qofki Soomaaliya oo aragtidiisu tahay nin madow ha qaato kursigaas ama qof cad ha qaato qof mooralkiisa wax ka halisiiya. Marka taasna waa lagu dhiri
You saw that, right? Like, it don't get more specific than that, okay? These people know they're not black. They only use black to get them to a specific level in this country. They only use black for their own personal agenda.
Facts.
Okay? So this is why I go hard for us. This is why we got to go hard for us. And this is why we got to take our fucking seats back, okay? Sign the petition in the bio family. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Why is it immigrants are not stopping reparations?
My ancestors come from the Caribbean, and there were slaves in the Caribbean, and we
didn't qualify for the American reparations.
Well, here's the
you hear that?
There are so many difficulties.
Hold up, wait a minute.
We come from the
Immigrants are not stopping reparations.
My ancestors come from the Caribbean, and there were slaves in the Caribbean, and we
didn't qualify for the American reparations.
Well, here's the challenge. There are so many difficulties with trying to enact reparations, in part because the question is who gets them. Potentially, I could fall into that category. I honestly have called a pipe dream in the past, and I think that's what it is.
Well, it would be nice if there was an elegant, simple solution.
Where's that
to
guy
all
from?
sorts of complicated problems. You're not actually talking about how to fix those problems if you're only talking about reparations. If we're only
Jamaican.
debating how we're going to parcel out responsibility for something that happened more than a century ago. And we're probably never going to do this. It's not clear to me why we're pursuing this thing.
Is it fair that there's
Where is she from?
There's no reparations, no restitution, nothing?
Should the Irish get reparations, by the way? Irish need not
Oh, she's Caribbean too?
During the Progressive era. I mean, how far do we want to take this down? Are we acknowledging that there are ugly spots in history? Because 60% of the world would be in...
And Irish wasn't slaves. They were indentured servants. Indentured servants is different than a slave. Indentured servant is you paying off a debt. That's all it is. You're working off a debt. A slave is you basically cattle, my nigga. You're just basically cattle.
Entitled to slave reparations if you wanted to play that game.
Well, here's a fact. Slavery ended 154 years ago. It's been a long, long time since we had slavery in this
Costa
country.
Rica.
You have people like my family. I'm black, but my family came to the United States in 1962. My parents are from Costa Rica. Do I get a check?
I did a couple of essay contests that I actually won. And I won like NAACP AXO Award for this essay and something else. I can't remember another, like I ended up winning money. And the essay was, do you think black people should get reparations? And I was like, no, you didn't work for it.
Why are you so against reparations?
Valerie, it's a matter of a waste of time. We've got so much to do.
Hear that,
and yet you have
Panamanian?
people who invest so much energy and attention on what I consider to be a dead-end idea, a dead-end movement.
Now, do y'all want to go back to Africa?
If we were to pay reparations...
Do you want to live with these type of people in Africa? Do you want to go to these Caribbean countries when they look at you lesser than a person? I'm sorry, lesser than a person? This is what you got to think about, everyone. And I'm sorry to put it out there like that, but this is how people look at each other. They just look at us as a bag. They really do. Even these Democrats, they look at us as a bag. Let me tell y'all about these Democrats. These Democrats was running around here talking about, yo, black people don't have no fucking IDs. They think black people don't have IDs. This shit is crazy. You know?
Today, we would only divide the country further. We would insult
Puerto
many black
Rican.
Americans by putting a price on the suffering of their ancestors.
My father's Panamanian. You have a lot of black people in this country who are not descendants of the American slave trade. So I already know off top, there's a lot of black people in America who aren't going to be able to get that kind of benefit or get reparations.
But most people who are for reparations, they feel like it should go to what they call foundational black Americans anyway.
And I agree with that point. But I'm just saying, I'm just laying out, these are the reasons for why I'm no. So while I'm saying now,
Do you support reparations for what Leonard just deemed as, quote, foundational black Americans?
no, I don't. No, but I want to explain that. I want to explain.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we want to sever ties with these people. This is why This man's name is Byron Donalds. He is a congressman, a Republican United States representative in the state of Florida. Do you know what congressmen do? They actually create bills, legislation, and basically they help to facilitate and make laws. What would reparations be? It could either be a bill or a
Facts,
law.
Dorsey.
And this motherfucker immediately know, because he's a Jamaican Panamanian. He's an immigrant, and he will not be able to get any of those benefits. And this is the issue. This is the issue. Why people that have the same hue of complexion as us, they get into positions of power and they undermine us. And this is why we say we don't want to fuck with them like that no more. Because we helped them to get into position. We did. Thinking that skin folk was kinfolk. And now we're starting to see clear as day that they will never, ever pass or put anything into play to solely benefit us. But they will do shit for immigrants. They will pass bills and laws for immigrants. They will allocate funds simply and strictly and only and exclusively for immigrants. Y'all see how that go? Y'all see how that go? Yeah, people keep saying we need unity, we need unity. What the fuck are we benefiting from these people? They don't even fuck with us. And when they get in positions where they could do something for us, they're gonna say no if they're not benefiting from it. But they will, like I said, we got to run it back again. They will do something that's going to only solely benefit them.
She got big old boobies
We have
too.
to
It's
continue
crazy.
to wake the fuck up. We cannot keep letting
And she's cute.
We all the same hue of complexion. The cops gonna stop us and we all gonna get. It's a trick bag at this point. It's a trick bag. And there are so many of people with the same exact mindset in politics. That have the ability to vote for certain bills and laws and have the ability to veto certain bills and laws. This is so fucked up. These people came over here because of what our ancestors been through, their blood, sweat, and tears. And this is the thanks that we get. He wouldn't even be able to sit where he's sitting right now had it not been for foundational Black Americans.
That's why I said there's a difference between the Black experience and the immigrant experience. All those people who said no, they were all immigrants. They were all immigrants. They have an immigrant experience. They don't understand what reparation is. Towards a Black American, they understand what reparations is for.
He wouldn't even be able to wear that suit. He wouldn't be able to walk into the White House. He wouldn't be able to fucking sit on his high horse. He wouldn't even have that title. He wouldn't have even been able to go to college. He wouldn't have even been able to come over here. It is a slap in the face and it is a fucking disrespect to our ancestors. And we have to do something about this. Us just talking about it, we're starting to get the ball rolling.
But
We gotta keep this going, because this really just made my blood boil. And a lot of them are in these positions and they share these same exact sentiments. What y'all think about this? Spread love is to Brooklyn.
I really do not feel like, no, this ain't got nothing to do with feelings. I believe that people that are not from America should not be in Congress. They should not be in Congress at all. If you're not from the United States of America, you should not be in Congress, the Supreme Court. You should not be a judge. You should not at all. Like you
Or downvote on an issue. You took a downvote on this, and you haven't supported HR 40. So if you want to talk about the complexities of reparations, whether or not there should be a study in this country, you again have said that this country is not racist, and even though it has a dark past, it doesn't sound like you think it has a dark present. You have not sponsored that bill. You haven't co-sponsored that bill. Why not?
Well, a couple things. One, that's why I wish you played the clip, because I actually went into very detail, but I will. A couple things is, all right, how many people in the United States today are actually descendants of slave owners?
43 plus million.
Let's hold that to the side. Descendants of slave owners. You've had massive immigration into the United States over the last 150 years. So now you're going to say that people who immigrated to the United States, who are not descendants of slave owners, were not descendants of that trade, now they're going to be responsible for paying that out going forward. My mother's Jamaican. My father's Panamanian. You have a lot of Black people in this country who are not descendants of
These
the
are
American
immigrants,
slave
see? What's going on, Shorty McGriff?
There's
Salute.
a lot of black people in America who aren't going to be able to get that kind of benefit or get reparations.
Well, most people who are for reparations, they feel like it should go to what they call foundational black Americans anyway.
And I agree with that point. But I'm just saying, I'm just laying out. These are the reasons for why I'm no. So while I'm now,
Do you support reparations for what Leonard just deemed as, quote, foundational black Americans?
no, I don't.
No.
But I want to explain that. And so that's why you have a lot of people saying, okay, well then what are we going to do? And so my view is that what you do going forward is why you have to have wholesale changes in economic, medical policy, etc., so that the
How can anyone deny these facts? Why is it immigrants are not stopping reparations?
My ancestors come from the Caribbean, and there were slaves in the Caribbean, and we didn't
qualify for the American reparations.
Well, here's the challenge. There are so many difficulties with trying to enact reparations, in part because the question is who gets them. Potentially, I could fall into that category. I honestly have called a pipe dream in the past.
Reparations. And I was like, no, you didn't work for it.
Why?
Did a couple of essay contests.
Reparations, no.
Actually won.
And the slave reparations if you wanted to play that game.
Well, here's a fact.
On the suffering of their ancestors.
These ungrateful people should be celebrated. Victimization is about to be shot.
And this is
If we
what.
were to pay reparations.
And that little Latino bitch is from Colombia. From Colombia, and she talks crazy.
Today, we would only divide the country further. We would insult many black Americans by putting a price on the suffering of their ancestors.
Coming from a Puerto Rican.
From slavery and black victimization is about to be shoved down our throats for the most wretched holiday in America. BLM raised millions, but what did they do for black lives? It is outrageous to see people asking for reparations, even
Bitch
though
barely could speak
they
English.
never went through slavery.
That shit
These
is crazy.
ungrateful people should be celebrated because they were born in the greatest nation to ever exist. Here's a tip. If you don't like America, kindly step out.
That shit is crazy.
So I just seen a piece of the interview that Byron Donald said when he was being interviewed on the Breakfast Club, talking about the reason why he is against reparations is because he is the son of a Jamaican father and a Panamanian mother. And this reasoning here is why we want y'all to help out our politics. Don't continue to black us or try to manipulate us or gaslight us into thinking that it is xenophobic to not want to be represented by somebody that is not us. And no other group of people do y'all try to push this. And no other group of people do y'all want anybody but Asians represent Asians. Hispanics represent Hispanics. Y'all know exactly what y'all are doing. You feel what I'm saying? Anything that does not benefit y'all amongst us, y'all hinder. And this is a problem to us. To us. To us. You feel what I'm saying? You could always move back home and fight your government for what is owed to your people and your lineage. But y'all will never plan on moving back. This y'all got in cahoots about. Y'all never going to leave. Therefore, anything that y'all can't benefit from or weasel y'all way into, y'all want to hinder. Y'all want to black us. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what the fuck I'm saying? It's mighty funny how y'all like to play stupid conveniently. Nobody knows what a real true black American is. Nobody knows what a foundational black American is. Nobody knows what this lineage-based cult is. But it's mighty funny. The moment that y'all enter our politics, y'all smarten the fuck up instantly. Y'all understand instantly who we are, what you cannot benefit from, and what you can. And as long as we say skin is skin, y'all can benefit and y'all are in. Y'all understand this completely once y'all into politics. How the hell that work? How the hell y'all dumping in a box of rocks until y'all enter some shit that can affect us? How the hell that work? Yes. Y'all represent immigrants. Immigrants. Okay? Only in Hispanic politics, Hispanics are represented by Hispanics. In Asian politics, Asians are represented by Asians. And yet, the Black Caucus is filled up with immigrant children who are against anything but foundational Black Americans that they can't benefit from. Y'all ain't nothing but a new and improved version of Christopher Columbus. Y'all can try to flip this either way.
That's you, Shabaka. I'm telling you, this is you, Shabaka. We already did the unity politics. That shit doesn't work, and y'all benefit off of it the most. We don't get nothing from it. We don't want jesters. We're tired of the jesters. Oh, you helped us out. Congratulations to y'all. All this other bullshit. Niggas ain't trying to hear that bullshit. I'm going to be personally honest. Niggas ain't trying to hear that. So, y'all can handle the shit yourselves.
You want to. Any way you want to. But anybody who can move to a different country and actively participate in hindering a group of people, that's colonization, my brother. No matter which way you put it.
I don't believe anyone is an illegal alien. That's a terrible term to use about anyone.
It's a legal term.
It's not a legal term. They used to call black people slaves legally, and it was wrong. Let's stop dehumanizing people.
He's comparing illegal.
Let's start treating.
He's comparing somebody who did something illegal, came over here illegally, to slaves. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is the stuff I tell y'all to be careful of. Don't listen to these people. These people are trying to hoodwink us right now. And you know what? I got my Mexican Jordans on today too. That's the crazy part. I got the Mexican Jordans on, and deport them all. They need to be deported and come back over here properly. This is how it goes. And everybody the small hats, the small hat. We don't give a fuck about the small hats, you know? And I'm going to be personally honest. We doing our own thing over here. We just tell them stay out the fucking way. Mind your fucking business and let us do what we do.
People right.
Immigrants should not be in American politics at all. When they do run for office, the first thing they do is scream out their country of origin. I feel like they should be here for a number of years before they're even allowed to run, or not at all, because they don't have the interests of the American people at heart. And that goes for Black Americans and foundational white Americans. They do not have the best interests of the American people at heart at all. It's treason to get online and win something, or get in front of a public office and tell them, I think my country of Cuba, or whatever country they're from, I don't think it's safe. And you cannot go to their country and do the same.
Facts.
If we were to go to another country and run for office in that country, the people would take us out in the street and burn us. We would not be able to be in their politics at all. We also shouldn't be able to allow them to buy land here, because there's certain countries that do not allow
Africa,
the American people or any other immigrant to go, a foreigner period, to go to their country and buy land.
Africa.
You can lease the land, but at the end,
you can rent land, not buy land. Again, you can rent land, but you can't buy land. Even if you are a dual citizenship, you only have the land for, I think, 50 years or some shit like that, and they can take it if they want to.
At the end of the day, that land goes back to the people of that country. I don't understand how we are so lax-a-daisy, and look at us now. It doesn't make sense. Florida, stand up.
This is nonsense, and my opponent will not come forward and say anything. And then last night you saw that they equated bathroom opportunities with me being black in America, and here I am, second in command of the former capital of the Confederacy. Me, the immigrant, whom they say, as Democrats, they love more than anybody. Me, a black woman who they say they love as Democrats more than anybody. This is insane.
I think this is a very important moment during Black History Month that we focus on Black immigrants, and specifically Cameroonians, because as we know, 1 in 5 African-American families right now are either from an immigrant family or they're the first-generation immigrant family. So Black people are super important.
Ahorita estamos en un momento muy importante, el mes de la historia negra, y qué mejor manera que hablar e ilustrar a los inmigrantes negros, especialmente de Camerún.
I'm a lawyer, and I'm here to tell you that Cameroon meets all the requirements to have TPS granted to them by this administration, and it is a choice to grant TPS.
Yo soy un abogado y estoy aquí para decirles hoy que Camerún llena todos los requisitos para TPS. TPS es una decisión y ellos no la están haciendo.
How do you process Black immigration?
Well, even Marcus Garvey, who was originally from Jamaica, was against mass
and was deported back to Jamaica.
Yeah, he was against mass immigration. Yeah, listen, Black, it's about heritage. It's about our lineage. Who are we? We're Black Americans. I can trace my family back, my ancestors back to the 1700s. Okay? So we're Black Americans. We have been here since the founding of the country. That matters, does it not? Does it matter that our parents, our ancestors were here since the founding, since the 1600s, since the 1700s? Is that relevant? Is that significant? Yes, I think it is.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look, people who break the law break the law. I don't care if you're orange.
Right.
If you come over here, you come over here illegally, you're still taking a job. Let's keep in mind that you have employers who will preference illegal immigrants over natural citizens, and that is still the case even if their skin is darker than mine. So it's still hurting everyone. And then a lot of the illegal immigrants that come over here and their skin is dark, they don't see themselves as being the same as I am. They don't identify with the Black American experience.
Because they have their culture.
Because
I
that's
just said that.
completely different.
I just said that.
And so that still has a significant impact on the financial stability and ability of individuals who come from that lineage in the American experience, their ability to pull themselves out of the lower rungs of society.
You know, Donna and Kathleen, your comments are very much consistent with comments that were made by Black leaders and Black newspapers 100 years ago. Du Bois, at the same time he was making the comment, they said that the cutting off of white labor has been the salvation of Black workers. But at the same time, in that same article, he said, he did kind of say, unfortunately, sort of had a little race consciousness. He says, unfortunately, that means Blacks from the Caribbean are cut off too. But he goes, he distinguished that was a racial issue, but African Americans are not about race, it's about history. The people whose families came through slavery. And for so the point of these Black leaders and newspapers 100 years ago was that immigration policy should be about helping African Americans, not based on their race, but based on their experience. And it had their heritage, and it had nothing to do with helping somebody who happened to be Black from some other country. Right. Anyway, it's just very interesting hearing your talk because it fits so much with basically. I'm sure that you can find leaders that were more race conscious, but one of the things that I found in some of my recent studies is that the Black leaders and editors, they work so hard to really get away from racial distinctions and idea of race, because that was something that this whole idea of scientific racism had been so harmful to African Americans, and as it turns out, the scientific community
there he go.
Got out of that. Well, I mean, my ancestors didn't slave and sweat and toil and all that hard work that they did for Joanne Reed to have a job. She's from the Congo. They worked for Black Americans to have jobs. They did all that for Black Americans, not people from the Congo who are first-generation Americans. Not even Kamala Harris, who's Indian American and Jamaican.
Right.
My ancestors didn't work for Kamala Harris to have these benefits. They worked for Black Americans to have benefits. I think even Obama is not even a Black American. This is why using color, the skin color, is not sufficient. It's confusing.
Right.
And this is why I say white Americans and Black Americans have been in America the longest since its founding. And that is significant. That matters. That history matters. And so this is why, and I don't know why so many, and, I want to get into this issue about Black women, Black American women supporting. I know it's nonprofit, but Black American women don't understand most of them, some do, but most of them don't understand. They think everything is about skin color. And that's a superficial analysis of the situation. They're not looking at the history.
Shout out to
They
Spiritual
don't know the
Within.
history.
FBA's,
And they're just so wedded to the political position, embracing all of their policies. And their policies
Facts.
have
Salute,
been detrimental to Black
Spirit Within.
America.
Salute.
They need to get away from that.
Everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the live chat. And also, share this channel right now. Well, this channel right now. And also, if you want to send in a donation, I will put it in the live chat right now. I know Dorsey's gonna kick your back in, Kwame, but I have to say it. Yeah, send in a donation. So, oh shit! If y'all don't know who Dorsey and Kwame is, Dorsey and Kwame are always live in the chat, whenever, wherever. They always live in the chat, and they're always entertaining. They usually jump on the line, usually talk, but today it's gonna be a little different because we started a little bit late. We're only doing 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours. So yeah, I'm not having nobody speak today, but tomorrow, yes. All right. So I put it in the live chat. I'm putting it in the live chat. I got Cash App. I got Super Chat. Super Chat, your name will pop up. And I have Venmo. So if you do send in the money, I'll read it and I'll give you a shout out. Salute.
Embrace of all these policies that are the detriment. So what I'm thinking, they're not doing their homework. They're not reading this cast your bucket where you are. Cast down your bucket where they're not reading this history. They're being superficial. They're just watching the television and going along with what the politicians say. That is not sufficient.
So as you can see, a lot of people, well, a lot of Black Americans are wondering, why are there Black immigrants speaking for me and they're not part of my lineage? And when they speak for me, it's against what I want. A lot of Black Americans want reparations, but you have a lot of immigrants who look like us, who sound like us, who ain't us, against reparations. Brian Donalds is a big case for that because he's supposedly Panamanian and I believe his mother is Jamaican. And he's like, well, my mommy won't get it, so I'm against it. And it's not just him; they're all like this. Every last one of them. I bet you if you ask Ilhan Omar about reparations, she'll be against it, right? But she'll push heavily for her Somali community. And that's another thing. A lot of these Black immigrants, they just arrived here like a few years ago or whatever, and they still, how do you get into politics when you just arrived here? Make that make sense. That should be on everybody's mind. Like the fact that you can just come here over a few years, you're a naturalized citizen, and you're running to get into politics, right? That's the same thing with Man Dummy. Him, he was born here at 7. Like he was born here at 7, got into politics at he said he became a citizen, if I'm not mistaken, around 2021, right? And then after that jumps into politics, if I'm not mistaken. You can help me out in the comments with that one. But yeah, you have a lot of people, they just arrive here and they get into politics and they're easily accepted. And all they don't do for Black Americans. They just do for their community, for their people, right? And if you really look at it, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's a big problem when you just got here. And a lot of Black Americans, and not just Black.
Shout out to back in action. He sent some dough in. Thanks for the Cash App, player. Salute.
Black Americans, but Americans in general will say, like, bro, if you're an immigrant, you shouldn't be in politics, right? We don't know you. We're seeing what you're doing now, such as Ilhan Omar. Everything is Somali. They even admitted that they use blacks so that they can get what they want. But they're not black, because Somalis don't consider themselves black. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people consider Somalis black because they come from Africa. Just because you come from Africa don't make you black. Not even African. We don't even consider Africans black.
Facts,
right?
spirits
we
within.
Whatever
That's
their
true.
tribe is, and that's it. So no matter where you come from,
Facts,
Africa,
Ray. That's true too.
Whatever.
St. Michael.
You are whatever your tribe is, and that's how we look at you, because that's how you guys see yourself. Only when you come to America do you see yourself as black.
St. Michael's. I work overnight, man. I told you that. I told you I work Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday overnight, and I do a double on Sunday. That's why I don't do shows on Sundays. Because I go to work I got to be at work by 7 on Sunday. I get off at 11 at night. Yes. What I need a line for? I'm a supervisor. Jesus Christ. But we know you don't got a job with your meth head self. What's going on, Gully? Salute. Hold on, did I say your name right? Guillory? I hope I said your name right. I'm sorry if I butchered it, but salute to you. I don't know, man. I got a job. Would you want me to show you my pay stub or something? Nobody believes you. All right, you don't gotta believe me. Guess what? But put it this way, I still get money. So, I'm on my lunch break. Oh, okay. Salute. If y'all don't know who St. Michael's, St. Michael is a potato slave Conrad from the Midwest area that lives near a meth area. His neighbor's a meth lab chemist, so shout out to St. Michael's. Hey, leave that dope alone too, St. Michael's, because they stepping on it, man. I know, because the shit that you was saying yesterday, I know they stepping on your shit, man, on throwing that Fetty Wap up in that shit, man. Be careful, man.
Right? And you only say you're black so that you can receive benefits for being a Black American.
This is why
it's not because you're black. It's because you're trying to identify as a Black American. And they give you these benefits. They give you...
disability will be pretty good right now. It's getting cold outside. I wish I was on
when
disability.
y'all get all that money for your EBT or whatever, we don't get that. But we know how to survive. If they take that away, that'll be a good reason and incentive for you not to even come here anymore. Because that's what y'all want. All y'all do is take, gimme. I want. That's it. Right? And then you have these politicians, Brian Donalds, Kamala Harris, Obama, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I actually said her name right. This took me 3 tries, just so you know. But yeah.
Karen Bass.
All of them. Immigrant backgrounds. Every last one of them. Everybody the Democrats put in front of you. And not one of them wants to do anything for reparations. At all. Obama, 0. Kamala, none. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, niche. Right? But she wants to identify as us. She will always say, like, we're all from Africa, so that makes me, I have a little African. Yo, this woman is cosplaying. Kamala Harris is cosplaying. That's what they do. They get in your face, they cosplay, they do nothing for us whatsoever. Right? A lot of people voted for Kamala because she said she was black. Common sense will tell you to look into her background, but you really can't, because a lot of their information.
Yeah, why would I need a
live
live show? St. Michael's.
It took a while for everybody to find out that
St. Michael's. All that shit that you do, man, you haven't sent in the Cash App. You always come off when you get out the methadone clinic. You wanna talk to people when you get out the methadone clinic, and you never send in the Cash App. Let me tell you, you can pay your meth dealer, but you can't give no Cash App or no Venmo. Come on, St. Michael's. Definitely, I'll let you say what you want to say too. Nigeria land, what you are going to be is about man of the year. Facts. Shout out to Spirit Within. Salute. Ray, you know good and well that this clown ain't got no job unless with his. I haven't talked to my mother in like 3 years, my man. I ran her off too. Fuck that. You know how I be running Kwame and Shabaka off this line, off that live chat? Did the same thing to my mother. I haven't seen her in 3 years, 4 years. Well, no, I seen her a few months ago. She came, started talking that crazy shit. I had to bring her back to reality. That's what happened. But yeah, I don't fuck with my mother. You know, I talk to my pops, but I don't talk to my mother like that. Nah, I got a bad relationship with my mother, so it is what it is. Base case scenario, he has no job, and is on. Oh, you're supposed to say is on disability. I'm fine. St. Michael's, I can move my body and stuff. You know, the wee still work. I'm not on no disability and stuff. You know. Yeah, the wee game's on point, man. You know, it's just, you know what it is, St. Michael? You think I don't do anything because I live amongst my needs, off my means. I don't live like the Joneses, you know. I buy and get things, or just, if I want something or get it, I'll just buy it or I'll invest into getting it. You know, so it's just like, even with all the equipment, I put a TV right here. If that screen break, I got another screen right there. It's just like I said, I invest. You know, I invest in a lot. Yeah, I invest in a lot. You know, it's just I live amongst my means, man. It's nothing big. Like, you can do what I can do. You know, St. Michael's, you can do what I do. You know, I will say that you can do what I do, you know, but like I said, I live amongst my means, so I don't have to like work as hard as other people. People want the biggest houses and stuff. I used to have properties. I didn't want to work like that. That shit, yo, the motherfuckers call you when something breaks, or niggas is late with the rent money. I don't want to do none of that shit. That shit's stupid, man, you know? So,
Barack O'Donnell. I was about to say Barack O'Donnell. Barack Obama's father was Kenyan. And I guarantee you, if a lot of black Americans knew that, they'd have never voted for him. That'll never happen at all. Kamala Harris, lying saying she's black, right? But she's in the black.
Shout out to Ingenuity. Salute.
Black Congress. So she is
FBAs are crybabies
Jamaican. No. Take that back.
Delineate from
her father
Queen,
is Irish. No,
crazy.
Excuse me. Yeah, he's Irish Jamaican, right? And her mother is Indian, if I'm not mistaken. I usually get this right, so if I mess this up,
Shabaka, my mothers don't like Africans. My mother like Haitian people. My mother like Caribbeans, but my mother don't like Africans. You know, I'm just being honest. I don't think my mother likes Africans. My mother say Africans smell and they stink. You know, she says worse shit than I say about Africans. You know, I say Africans wash their pussy in fucking hippo water and shit like that, and they live in mud huts and shit. I don't. My mother don't like Africans, so you could say, "Oh yeah, your mother's Benin." My mother don't like Africans. My mother fucking hates Africans. My mother thinks Africans are lazy. Oh yeah, especially when she started hearing what I was saying about Africans and she started seeing and shit, yeah. My mother threw all her kente cloths and shit away. She's like, hey, what's going on, Amelia? If I said your name right, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Shout out to Kick. But yeah, my mother don't like Africans like that. Do we have African friends? Yeah, everybody has African friends. His mother is a mixed race. The fuck? Nigga, if you see my mother is like a little bit darker than I am. Are you serious? Mixed with what? Yeah. You know? Yeah. I'll do it. I'll do it later on today, Amelia. All right, when I'm at work, I work overnight tonight, so I'll do it tonight. I have nothing to be denying. You know, so like, if I was a different race, I'll be a different race. But I don't know. Where you want me to say I'm from? Like, nigga. Most of my family members is dark skinned. Like, you know. And I told y'all about my great grandparents. You know, like, what do you want me to say? Nigga, I don't know shit. What's going on, DSA? I'm arguing with Shabaka and shit. Nigga, I don't know nothing about Africa, my nigga. What you want me to say? Africa is some imaginary beautiful country? No, it's not. Nigga, this ain't Wakanda. Africa looks like a fucking a trash pit, nigga. Like, the fuck? Africans don't want to live in Africans. Africans don't want to live in Africa. You know? But you gotta understand, St. Michael's. Black Americans come in all different colors. You gotta understand that. I told you that months ago. You just don't listen. You just want to argue with me. That's why I say I'm in your head rent free, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, you just want to argue with me. And like, I get it, but yo, I'm going to start charging you, St. Michael's, because you just like to be arguing just to argue. And you don't be listening. Next time you got to put $5 in a Cash App to be arguing with me and shit, man. Because you don't be listening. I be repeating myself like 10 times. Let me ask you a question, St. Michael's. Because I know I'm going to have to repeat myself again. Don't you think all Black Americans is mixed with something? Ingenuity called you shitbarker. Shabaka's people's getting beat up by fucking little Chinamen. You think I'm going to Africa? Fuck that. Y'all niggas can't even defend yourself. Y'all talk about Israel. What's his name? Abraham. No, you're not answering my question. Don't you think all Black Americans, it's mixed with something? Like from generations, from another generation? Like if you see my grandmother looked like me. Like me and my grandmother, like when it's summertime, me and my grandmother turn burgundy. You know? We turn like a dark burgundy. You know? So this is what I'm trying to say. You really want my St. Michael's, you really want my genetics, don't you? Huh? You really want the gift, and that's me. I'm sorry, I'm only Black American. You know? No, but like in the summertime, I turn burgundy, like a dark burgundy. I don't turn red. I turn like a dark brown, reddish.
Man, it is what it is, man. But you can correct me in the comments if you like. So,
and I was trying to find out who that lady was, and this is who I found out who she was.
Carolina. Now, listen to what she said. We're going to break this down because these tellers and these coons, they are literally doing what Massa says to do. I'm telling you, I know y'all know. I'm speaking to the quiet. It's an agenda that is really being pushed forward to really erase everything. I mean, everything, every contribution, every invention, everything that we did to build this country before it was named United States. They trying to erase that.
Rudy,
Now,
what's
people
Rudy
just
mean?
like us is doing it.
Rowdy? Rudy?
We
What are
gonna
you
get
trying
right
to
to it,
say,
man.
St.
Not to
Michael's?
talk your head off, but just listen to this motherfucker.
I'm sorry, I just don't know what you're saying. What's Rudy?
This lady looking like fucking the evil nigga from Aladdin. What's his name?
Jafar, man.
Jafar. Some shit like that. Listen to this. Look, she look like the evil nigga from Aladdin, right? Jafar. Get out of here, bitch.
Everyone within the South about
Blacks in America
that it was immigrants
are
who built this
African.
country.
Crazy.
Africans.
Shabaka, we said that. We said we have African DNA, Shabaka. We're agreeing with you. We're not saying that we don't agree with you, but we had our nationality is an ethnogenesis. We had an ethnogenesis. So our ethnogenesis it's a different race because we have multiple races. It's like, let's use St. Michael's. St. Michael's is probably not only fucking Irish. He's probably has other DNA in him. You know, this motherfucker's probably from Scotland, fucking German, but he had an ethnogenesis. He's not just Irish. It's an ethnogenesis that he has. He can't just claim, oh yeah, I'm Irish, and also he has DNA of fucking German and Scotland. He don't say that. He just say he's white. You know? That's all I'm just saying. Oh my God, why are y'all so worried about skin? So St. Michael's is a white man. Actually Irish. And he always said that I'm mixed with something, and I'm telling him I'm Black American. I don't. Other than that, I don't know where I'm from. I don't know where I'm from. He's like, oh, you got some type of white. And this is just, I'm gonna be personally honest, Robin. This is how the show is 9 out of 10 of the times. It gets crazier. See, look at St. Michael. I was there. St. Michael's Brown Media. I wouldn't be claiming I was white if I was 28% black. Why not? Why not? We ain't from Africa. African booty scratcher babble. Shout out to Ingenuity. Shout out to Robin and St. Michael's and Shabaka. No, it's just like I said. We had an ethnogenesis, so we're a whole different race. You know, so that's why even look at people when before they were white, they were probably something else. They were probably considered something else. But when they probably got to America, they created an ethnogenesis or a different name for the ethno. Shout out to Spence 49. Salute. They called it a different name. They called it white or white American. You know? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Black Americans are. They look white to me. We're mixed in with a lot. We're mixed in with Africans. We're mixed in with the indigenous. We're mixed in even with some European whites. And like I said, don't forget when I said, remember I was explaining that we were Aboriginals too? This is what I'm talking about. But we're going to watch a little bit of this lady. We're just trying to figure out who she is. Is she a coon or is she a tether? You know?
Who were enslaved, who had no opportunity for freedom or even freedom of thought, were in fact immigrants. Now, we're talking about...
I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I gotta stop it right there. How the fuck are we immigrants? This is the narrative that they're trying to push, because they're trying to erase our history point blank. So 20, 30, 50 years from now, they're going to make sure that United States is built by immigrants for a specific reason. So they can take all of the benefits, take all of the tangibles, erase the history, and erase our contribution to this nation. That's what it's all about, because we are the literal moral compass of the planet. The goddamn rebels, the one who actually fought and died for everything that we have access to,
DNA test.
and that everybody else is able to eat off the plate. But my point is, before I continue, did we?
DNA doesn't tell you everything, because don't forget, Shabaka, most of these tribes, most of these countries, they don't exist anymore. Even when somebody say you're Native American, how do you know somebody's Native American? Because Native Americans or Native Indians are Slavic people. They're from Asia. Those are Asian people. Like, that's why I be looking at Latinos. I was like, are y'all Asian? Or because when you say indigenous, don't forget, like I said, there was a whole bunch of tribes here. There was a damn near like 1,500 tribes in North and South America, you know, and all over, up and down North and South America. And I'm talking about in the Caribbean islands. We just found out even in Jamaica, there were Taínos there, but they were genocide. This is why I was explaining. I was like, I don't know how a lot of people consider themselves Taíno and they were wiped out, you know? That's all I'm saying. They were wiped out. How would we get their genetics, you know? And he had denied to keep living in denial. It's not that. It's just all I got to do is look at my census to see where I'm from. Go back all the way down my family tree of my census. See where everybody came from. You know, that's what you do. And they'll go far because, like I said, few of my great-great-grandmother, she was from Alaska. You know, so it's just like, what do you want me to say? It's like, you want me to say, oh yeah, I'm from fucking a mud hut across the street from two giraffes in a fucking mud hut in Ghana. Nigga, I don't know. Nigga, nobody don't know where in Africa they're from. Africa's so fucked up, they just started naming white people just started naming their names and they started calling themselves Nigerian and Ghana and all of this other stuff. Is a real life idiot. Yeah, he is. St. Michael's is, yeah. That's why I tell him all the time, like, yo, I'm about to start charging you to have these conversations with you because I keep repeating myself. You know how many times I told him this shit, like 3 or 4? You know how many times I told him this? He keeps on having the same conversation with me. I told him this like 10 times. And that's why I said I'm going to start charging you. What's going on, Charlie Shaw? Salute. You Pan-Africans don't care what is done to Black Americans. You are literally trying to justify our ethnocide with these people. Yeah, facts. An ethnogenocide. Yup. He is justifying that. This is why I don't trust Shabaka. And I say, yeah, the nigga's an African. He's an African booty scratcher. You know, so yo, repeating yourself doesn't mean you're correct. No, but I answer your question and you keep on asking the same question, St. Michael's. You know, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. I keep on, and you just said that too. You said repeating doesn't make you. How many times you said that, St. Michael's? You said that 12 times, but you keep asking the same questions. You gotta send in a Cash App, St. Michael's. You gotta send in a Cash App because you know why? You keep on having the same conversations with me. I don't mind having the same conversations with you, but I'm not going to have it with a broke nigga. The same conversation, my nigga. Especially a potato slave, my nigga. I got love for you, my nigga, but you's a potato slave that needs to pay a Cash App. So, Bronze Reaper, bullshit, Bronze Reaper. Your DNA doesn't tell you who you are. I'm going to change your identity. Shabaka, we had this topic question about reclassification, and you know what, Shabaka? I'm having the same conversations with you too now, man. You're gonna have to put in the Cash App too. We had these conversations. We even had a topic question. We had a topic show about this. We had a topic show about this, and you know what? You said that was wrong. Now you using this and you're saying that niggas was reclassified. So you know what, Shabaka? Cash App. I'm not having this conversation with a broke nigga. I'm using Kwame's word. Kwame, you hear me? I'm using your word. I'm not talking to these broke ass Pan-Africans. And a broke ass meth nigga. A broke ass meth head, alright? If y'all wanna have these conversations, Cash App, nigga, minimum 5. Cause I know St. Michael's, you need to get your meth. I ain't gonna do you dirty like that. And Shabaka, I know you need to buy that new that Kuta Kente cloth that you've been talking about for the last 2 months. So you know what? $5 minimum, nigga. I ain't talking to y'all broke niggas about the same conversations we have. I would literally guess you're a Canadian. Jamaican. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. So Robin said he would literally guess that I was Canadian white. I was half Canadian? No, I was Canadian, half white, Native, and Jamaican. So Kwame called me Tyson Beckford. You call me a Canadian, half white, Native, Jamaican. So shout out to both of y'all.
Voluntarily immigrate over here to get put in slavery.
Oh, shit.
Did we literally volunteer to get hung? Did we volunteer to go through post-slavery, then Jim Crow, and go through the civil rights era? Did we volunteer that work? Did we volunteer to have the 4 little girls burnt down, bombed in a goddamn church? Did we volunteer to get our ass trampled and bitten by dogs? Did we volunteer to come here to do that? To get our babies fed to alligators as alligator bait to make shoes and to make pocketbooks and to eat alligator meat? So we immigrated over here and voluntarily put ourselves through that. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to change the narrative, create this narrative that America was built, especially New York as well. The whole country was built by immigrants, but they target these cities and try to say that they built it when Black Americans,
has been
the foundation of Black Americans has been here before it started, before
shame
white
of
people
being
knew
African
what
do
latitude
not make
and
you
latitude
anybody
even was, whatever it was.
FBA is begging again.
So, but let's continue. But immigrants, y'all voluntarily brought y'all asses over here. We are no immigrants.
Shabaka. Again, I'm not going to have a question with a broke ass Pan-African. The same question. If you want to ask me a question, it better be a new question. We're not having the same broke ass Pan-African questions again. We're not going to keep on repeating ourselves. And yes, I am calling you a broke ass Pan-African. Shout out to Kwame, because Kwame started it. Remember when Kwame started calling niggas broke ass FBA niggas? You broke ass Pan-African niggas. So I ain't gonna have the same conversations with you.
And we have to call these people out.
Immigration is something over there, or over there. But the harm to every immigrant is harm to every one of us. In this
and they clapping.
We want to believe that
I've been on a mission since I
Constitution has
was.
protected us all, and in fact it has not. But that doesn't mean that we can't work to ensure that it does.
Shout out to B Legacy.
First of all, bitch,
shout out to B Legacy.
You got a beehive hornet's nest on top of your head. She can't be foundational Black American. We have to literally track and find
She's a Pan-African.
the background of this lady because I done tried and they cannot find anything. What's behind closed doors is behind closed doors. If
I think
she
she's a
had said
Pan-African.
publicly, we not gonna find out unless we have an inside source. But this is a coon right here, a suspected immigrant, her damn self. Jaffer face looking ass
behind me who have committed to ensure we are going to protect the people of this residence.
Crazy work.
We hope that includes all of you. From 2016 to 2020, I would go to hearings to stop deportations.
Mm-hmm.
And in those hearings, there'd be no one there but myself and maybe two other people.
Hold on. Let's. You see that right there? We are not showing up. We gonna let y'all hold y'all nuts, nigga. Y'all hold your nuts. It's not about separation and foundational Black Americans is delineating.
This guy is trying to.
It's the fact that y'all literally get in these seats and try to denigrate.
Everybody be careful. This nigga's acting like a pilgrim Shabaka. He's trying to convert niggas into Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism is the most successful field movement of all times. So let me ask you a question, Shabaka. You're so prideful of Pan-Africanism. Why did the LGBTQIA movement pass the Pan-African movement? The Pan-African movement within 5 years? And y'all still been in the same spot since the 60s. I want to know that.
And undermine and get into these political seats and sabotage our reparations, sabotage any tangibles that is owed, that is rightfully earned to give to us. And y'all come here with an already preconceived notion to not even fuck with us. That we are lazy, we are thugs, we are ghetto, and so on and so on. And
Baby
we
mamas,
get away
drug
with that
dealers,
shit for
drug addicts.
many years. So now they need us to fight for immigrants that will never fight for us. We've always been in this fight alone with no help. Let's not forget LULAC, the Latin United League. I forgot the other two acronyms, what it stands for.
Caucus.
But at the end of the day, don't you know that the Hispanics that were here during Jim Crow, don't you know they was able to drink out the white water fountains? Y'all should already know. I should have found that video. There's a collage of different Latin immigrants that was here during that time that told the truth that they was never treated or to that point of where they discriminated, where they couldn't eat at the same restaurants, drink out the same water fountain, use the same toilet. You understand what I'm saying? They seen all that shit and dissing themselves. Don't forget that the multiple leaders of the LULAC said that the Black American
Shout out to Ray
problem
Ray.
is their problem. We don't associate with blacks because they want to be classified as white.
He said pan pizza.
We have no Jamaicans helping us or doing anything. Anything that would happen to us, we have to fend for ourselves with no help. With no help. We benefit everybody else, but when we in the jam, nobody come help us. So to this point here, she been going to these goddamn these meetings, these town hall meetings to help these immigrants, and nobody showing up but her. That just let you know we don't wash our hands and the gloves is off. I'm gonna bring it back, man. Fuck that. Let's go.
And in those hearings, there'd be no one there but myself and maybe two other people.
Good.
So this is not a new concept. This is a more egregious concept. We have a little man sitting in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue who really believes that Hitler was the greatest man ever on earth. Whose whole vision.
They want us to help them.
I ain't helping a motherfucker.
Bring our own selves to our own demise. They saying it without saying it. And we have coons like her who claim to be foundational Black Americans or Black Americans, African Americans, or whatever. They want us to join them in a fight that's going to undermine us in the process. That shit is crazy. Crazy work.
To be just like Hitler. And trying to create a 1940s Germany right here in the United States.
Facts, it was a grift.
And like that, many people said, well, it's them, it's not me. Until eventually it was them. We can no longer be silent.
Yeah, it was a grift.
Is to understand our responsibility as a human being. To care.
Nasty work.
All right, I'm going to stop here, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to watch this full video, it's called All Viral Access Media. So Mike Lau, yo, he be getting busy. We did reaction videos on him. The nigga get busy. Salute, player. You know, this is all that cosplaying shit. You know, that goofy B gotta connect us to immigrants because she wanna make look important. Yeah. Like I said, everybody needs a black American. Nobody can't do anything by themselves. You know? That's why, yo, we got a Democrat shield in here right now. Shabaka, man. You know? Was it what you said, Shabaka? Pan-Africans for the LGBTQIA? Salute. All right, do your thing. You know? Yeah, man. Pan-Africans, yeah. I don't know if they're at their lowest of their lows, man, but they have a coalition with the LGBTQIA movement now. You know, they're both Democrats, you know, so this is what's going on, everyone, you know. We got to watch out for Pan-Africanism, you know. Right, Shabaka, right? Remember you have that shirt, it says Pan-Africanism for LGBTQIA? Salute, man. You know, do your thing. You're not hating on nobody's, you know, sexual orientation. You know, what you say last time? Pan-African is love is love? Yeah. Yeah, do your thing, man. You know what? I'm going to do this last video, and this is going to... I do want to do 2 of these videos. I'm going to try to get through 2 of these videos, all right?
Your culture, you got to get on.
I'm going to do 2 of these videos. I'm going to try.
Followers in your troll account. You got to make a request to get on. We're going to block you.
I'm going to try. I'm promise I'm going to try.
30 seconds to make a request. Or you're going to be blocked from the chat. 30 seconds to request to get on, and you're going to get out of here. All right, culture, you got 30 seconds to request to get on. All right, we know your camera ain't working because you're working from a troll account. All right, culture, there you go. Now, culture, hop on in. All right. Now,
yeah, I know. Let me tell you something. I know Shabaka has a little anchor for some pussy sometimes, you know. I could just tell by your mannerism, Shabaka, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You love who you love, my nigga, you know, so don't let niggas, you know, shame you for being, you know, shucka, you know, you know. Shout out to the LGBTQIA, but, you know, y'all got a new alliance, man. Pan-Africanism, you know. Need black Americans to cry and complain about what their ancestors did 50 years ago. But Shabaka, wasn't you there getting beat the fuck up? Remember you was telling me you was getting beat the fuck up by those white men? And you was holding hands talking about we shall overcome? Remember when Kwame, remember what you told me? Them niggas was getting spit on and chased by dogs? Yeah, Shabaka, that's what I was heard by your Pan-African brethren. He said you was getting chased by dogs and spit on. We brought the gay shit in Africa. No, y'all didn't. All them niggas walking around with the kente dresses on with makeup. Nah, nigga, you didn't ban that shit. Y'all encouraged it. And there's nothing wrong with it, Shabaka, man. Sometimes you do gotta anchor for some pussy sometimes. I don't. I don't get down like that, but you know, you love who you love, my nigga. You know? Ain't my fault you like Bucci Cat, my nigga. That's your thing, man. Don't. Let me tell you something, Shabaka. You are who you are, Shabaka. Don't be scared to show people who you are. He said freedom right goofy.
Well, I was going to block you because you kept spamming and trolling
guys.
the chat. What's going on?
I was trying to ask the question.
He's like, you guys be lying.
Why do you promote black men dating white women?
Where'd I promote that? And the people can date whoever they want to date, but where do I promote that?
When the white girl called up, you was telling black men DM her.
Oh, yeah, I was just clowning. I was clowning them.
But you do that all the time, though.
Why'd you get offended by that? Are you dating a white man?
I am.
There you go. I knew that was bedwench talk.
But why is it? But why do we have to be bedwench?
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, that's bedwench. Yeah, I know.
He said,
you gotta understand the mindset of a bedwench.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
So, why do we have to be bedwench when we dating white?
Yeah, there you go. Why'd you get offended by that? Are you dating a white man?
I am.
There you go. I knew that was bedwench talk.
But why is it? But why do we have to be bedwench when we dating white?
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, that's bedwench. Yeah, I know. You got to understand the mindset of a bedwench. So now you're from the Caribbean, right?
Married.
No.
Where you from?
Happily married to men? What? Whoa, Shabaka. Hold on. Let me read that. Oh, my fault. I misread it. There's nothing wrong with me. I've been a happily married man. I thought he said happily married to men. My fault. Let me fix my contacts, man. My fault, Shabaka. I've never been beaten by. Hey, that's what Kwame said. He said y'all niggas was getting spit on and chased by dogs and beat the fuck up. This is what your boy Kwame was saying. Yo, Ray, I really thought that nigga said that. My fault. Shabaka, I was just joking with you. I thought you really said. He said, "You are not fooling anybody, Carl Winslow." Oh shit.
I'm from the United States.
Ma'am, what part of Africa and the Caribbean is your family from?
What? Why do I have to be a bedwench? That's crazy.
Ma'am, what part of Africa or the Caribbean is your family?
I'm from the United States.
Where's your family from, beloved?
Mississippi.
You don't have a Mississippi accent. I don't believe you.
You said, where is my family from?
Right.
I'm from Ohio.
Okay. Even people in Ohio still have somewhat of a southern accent. Half my family.
No, we don't.
Yes, they
I'm
do.
from Ohio.
Half my family is there.
I grew up in Cleveland Heights.
Half my family is there.
And mine is too. I grew up in Cleveland Heights.
Okay. You know who else is in Cleveland? A lot of Haitians and Caribbeans.
Okay, but I'm not Haitian. I'm just trying to figure out.
Ça passe? Is that you?
You said I went to Cleveland Heights High School. What you mean?
No matter. There's a lot of Caribbeans out there in Cleveland now.
But why? Since I date a white man, I can't be FBA.
You could, but it's rare.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out. Why do you promote black men and white women? When Shannon Sharp was talking to that young white girl, you was telling us to support him. But when the one girl from Bachelorette, you got on there and clown her because her husband left her and called her a bedwench.
Yeah, because her ass ended up having to pay child support to this white man. These bedwenches always have to pay.
When something bad is happening,
they always have to pay child support. That's not good.
But when something bad is happening to a black woman that was dating a white man, then you clown them. But when something happens to a black woman,
Shannon Sharp. I clowned Shannon
No, you
Sharp.
didn't. You told us we need to support him. That's what you said.
I did clown him. I've always.
But you said we should support him.
Yeah, because putting a false charge, a criminal charge, and firing the guy and all that. Yeah, that's overboard.
So why didn't you call him a bedbug?
I don't know, sister. I don't care.
I'm saying, I'm FBA. I'm not lying about that. I'm from Cleveland.
But even the girl from The Bachelor, I don't want her to be criminalized and get. I I didn't advocate for her money to be taken away, but that happens a lot. I talk about the mismatch when y'all
Her
date
mama,
these ads.
tether. Y'all know that don't hit when you really not a tether, right?
Well, you might be. I don't know. You
I'm
might.
not though.
But I knew you were a bedwench, though. All that, because I
Because
don't.
I'm trying to figure out why you so phony about it.
You're a bedwench. You see everything through the eyes of a bedwench. That's why I don't believe you're FBA.
But I am FBA. I was just playing. I actually don't date a white man, but I was thinking.
I don't believe that. I think you got
No,
a zaddy.
I actually don't. I actually be like, I want to stick with the black men.
I don't believe that, man. This is why I don't believe anything you say. This is why, because you just saying shit, so nothing you say is making sense. Man. If you lie about one thing,
so funny.
No. But I think you're a bedwench and a tether, and that's okay. That's okay.
You call everybody a tether that don't agree with you or got something. I support you. I agree with everything you say. I just don't like how you be being phony about calling black women a bad.
Professor Ogilvy.
Yeah, because you land up with a zaddy.
A half white woman, right? Like, what's the difference?
There's no such thing. That's like a half milk. It's not milk no more.
There is a such thing because if I
no,
was
it's not. There's no such thing as half milk.
and we had a baby.
My lady's black.
Yeah, she is. I agree.
That's like a coffee. Coffee is not half milk. It's coffee. Yeah?
Okay, so is
but
her
you're
daddy?
a bedwench, so you got.
Okay, so is her daddy
I don't give a fuck about that.
So is your?
I'm not laying up with him. I'm laying up with my beautiful queen. I'm laying up with my beautiful queen. I don't.
Okay, so is her father a bed bug?
I don't give a shit. I'm laying up with my beautiful queen,
so
and you're laying up with your white king, and that's okay. You're laying up with your white king and that pink peen. How does that feel?
Tell her cam up. I'm not about to cam up. Y'all see this my damn troll account?
Yeah,
I be trolling the tethers on here. I'm just trying to figure out.
Well, you trying to figure out how to lay up with more zaddies. How many zaddies you got?
I just
You're the one with a troll account. You can't even stand on business. That's why we believe you're a tether. That's why we believe you're a tether. FBA women stand on business. Most FBA women don't need no troll accounts.
I got a business. I can't be.
You ain't got no damn business. You don't have no. What you sell Jollof plates? What you sell? You ain't got no goddamn business. Stop it.
Yeah,
damn, please.
Yeah.
You sell synthetic.
He said, "Yo." My man was like, "Yo." She's like, "Yo, I got a business." He said, "You ain't got no goddamn business." He said, "You sell what? You sell Jollof?"
Most FBA women don't need. We believe you're a tether. Business.
I just
You're the one with a troll account. You can't even stand on business. That's why we believe you're a tether. That's why we believe you're a tether. Because FBA women stand on business. Most FBA women.
Shout out to Spence with the Cash App. Salute player.
Don't need no troll accounts.
I got a business. I can't be.
You ain't got no damn business. You don't have no. What you sell Jollof plates? What you sell? You ain't got no goddamn business. Stop it, man. Please. You sell synthetic bundles out your trunk? What you do? You sell $5 bayangs? What you sell? You got a business. Stop it.
Funny.
FBA women
back in action.
Business.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Camera. They ain't got nothing to hide.
He said, "Great lives." Thanks for the gift, Spence.
That's right. It looks better than White Zaddy, who's looking like a slave owner when he's pulling you by them damn synthetic bundles, making you drop it like it's hot, smacking your little flat butt cheeks. You sound like you got one of them flat little dilapidated asses.
Oh shit!
I got a nice ass, actually.
No, ma'am. You got one of them dirt cookie eating asses where you been eating dirt cookies on a damn refugee camp somewhere in the Caribbean.
Oh
you sound like you ain't got no ass.
Disrespectful.
That's why girls with ass don't have fence nipples. All right? They're somewhere showing that ass. You hiding for a reason.
And you hiding for a reason too.
You got a flat ass and a crooked wig. All right.
I don't think Ping is coming on this show today. You know. I'm gonna do something. I think I'm gonna do something Friday. I think I want to do something Friday. All jokes aside, I think I want to do something Friday. Do y'all? Let me ask y'all a question. Know what? I'm gonna put it in the polls right now. Should we have the anniversary this week or next week? I'm thinking about this week because next week is Thanksgiving. And I know y'all celebrate Thanksgiving. We'll do a Thanksgiving show, but do you think we should do a show Friday? Should we do an anniversary show Friday?
Right? You look like a James Brown with titties. So you down bad. And it's okay.
I actually got a crush on one of your on one of the dudes that be up here. Hook me up with him.
Oh, what's his name?
I don't know his name. He be up here all the time.
What's his name? I'll hook you up. But you got to get some ass, though. I don't think he'll like flat ass.
I got a little something.
What's the guy's name?
I don't. He sound like he younger. He be cooking them up, but he always calm.
It's probably my brother Dan.
It is.
Yeah, Dan, he's a beast with it. That brother's sharp. That's a powerful brother. Now, how old are you?
28.
28. How many kids you got?
None.
Okay. I don't know if Dan will want you, though, because I don't know if he want a bed wench. Yeah, I don't know if he want a bed wench.
I'm not a bed wench. I'm just trying to figure out why you so phony.
No, I'm not phony, man. You're the one with the Finster counter. How much you weigh? You sound like you got a thin voice, but you're probably chunky. How big? How much you weigh, dear?
I'm 130.
Okay, you're not that big. You're not that big. Okay.
I'm not that big. I'm not big at all. What you mean?
Right. Okay. There it is. Okay. Yeah, because being a refugee, you didn't have no food. So
It's not hidden because I'm actually not.
You can't get big off dirt cookies.
This
But it's
only
okay.
hit when you're a tether.
Right. It's hidden. It's hidden, just like Zaddy be hitting them flat cheeks. So yeah, it's all gravy. It's all gravy. All right, dear. But thank you so much, beloved. You and them flat cheeks go to bed. All right. All right. Man. Oh, she's trying to choose up on our brother Dan. I don't know if Dan is going to want a bed wench. All right. She might be musty. I don't know if Dan wants must. All right. Who is this? Mateo De Lobo. Let's get Brother Mateo in here. Mateo De Lobo. All right.
Flex, what up?
What's up, OG? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good, bro. Doing pretty good, but I got a bone to pick with you, Flex.
Oh, what happened?
I've been listening to you for a grip. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm 34 now, so
all right. I put
about 10 years.
I put a poll out in my post. Should we have the anniversary this Friday or next week? If we do it this Friday, I gotta hurry up, get the Zoom. I gotta see who's gonna be in the Zoom. So if y'all want to be in the Zoom, email me. But we have to figure out if we're gonna do it this Friday or next week. On Black Friday, or we can wait for the first week of December. Matter of fact, let me fix that. All right, let me fix this poll. All right. I put it in the post. Should we do the anniversary show Friday, Black Friday, or the first week of December? So let me know, everyone. All right, let's get back to this show.
Okay. And you're Caribbean. You're Puerto Rican, Caribbean. What are you?
I ain't none of that shit. I'm FBA. No cap.
Okay, there you go. Okay, because the name.
Yeah, I got a Spanish little name, but I'm FBA.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Nah, but look, when I first started listening to you, bro, you used to go in on the white folks, and I know you hear this all the time, but nigga, I'm tired of you talking about the tethers in the FBA.
Well,
why you always on that?
But hell, when I call up, look at the time. There's no real topic. But when we talk, people just call up, and then that becomes the topic. That's a hot topic. Even when I ain't talking about it, you go through TikTok, everybody's talking about it. There's always 20,
That is
30
true.
spaces talking about foundational Black Americans this, foundational Black Americans that. That's just a hot topic.
That's
just
true,
what
actually.
it is. And y'all know I go in on the white supremacists all the time.
Facts.
I was talking about that earlier when I first started the broadcast. Usually when I start my broadcast.
Everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the live chat. And also, I need you to share. But if you want to donate to the platform, I will put it in the live chat right now. Give me a second. Let's see. And we can get right back to business, everyone. All right, let's get back to business, everyone.
I'm talking about them. Then when I open up the phone lines, we get all the people talking, doing what you're doing. Hey, FBA, this, So that's what people talk about. So
People talking about. I mean, yeah, I get it, but it's just like, you used to lace us with a lot of game back in the day, and it just seemed like now it's just like, man, we just be talking about FBA and delineating, and it's like, I get it, but it's like, man, it's so much more crazy shit going on in the world.
Now, Mateo, you got you a non-FBA woman, brother.
Nah, she black. My girl black.
Where's she from, brother?
Shit, we both from Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
Milwaukee, all FBA.
That house don't smell like jerk chicken or nothing? No jerk chicken? No curry, nothing? Hammy, nothing?
I knew you was going to go there.
Come on, man. Because some of y'all be like, hey, don't talk about my woman. Yeah. All right.
No, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. It's just, my family used to be like, Matt, you sound like Tariq. You always parodying Tariq. You sound like Tariq. And I'm like, nah, because Tariq be dropping gems. But it's like recently, and then you don't do your Thursday podcast no more. What happened to that?
Because I do nightly joints on here and TikTok, and on Twitter. So I'm on here. I do these lives every day.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. My man, but thank you so much for taking. I'm gonna let you get back to you.
And if you're new to this show, definitely subscribe. And when you subscribe, your name will pop up and we give you a shout out. On Fridays, when you do subscribe, we give shots. I take a shot for y'all. So don't forget on Fridays.
Don't want us to talk about FBA business. They got them a little 90-day fiance laying up in there. Oh, don't talk about my lady now. We ain't talking about your lady. All right, it's all good. We're not clowning her forehead.
Oh, know what? We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do the anniversary show Friday. If we meet the mark on Friday, the 400 subscribes, we're gonna have a 400 subscribe party, subscription party, because I hit the 400 mark of having 400 subscribers. So salute to y'all. If we get there, we're gonna have a different thing we're gonna be doing on Friday. So definitely keep on subscribing. Our mark is 400 till next Friday. Till this Friday. And Friday we'll do something special if we make the mark. If we don't, we're just gonna have the regular 6-hour show that we usually have.
We're not clowning that forehead. All right. Man. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, man.
Why you hating Shabaka? Yo, he's entertaining, man. You get mad because he's entertaining.
Ooh, well, my sinuses are getting better. I was doing better. Then my wife turned on the damn air conditioning, and then that shit hit my nose and messed me up again. So I'm getting it together. Let's get Prince. What's your name? Prince something. Prince Gaver something. I can't pronounce your name.
Hey, what's up, Tariq?
Hey, Prince, how are you?
What's up? I feel like, oh shit, I don't even know what to say right now. Like, I'm like really excited to be talking to you.
Well, let's get on camera with it. Let's hop on camera.
Oh my god. I would get on camera, but I look kind of crazy right now.
It's all right. We got a lot of crazy looking folks. So turn that camera on and let's see how crazy you look.
Man, I just really just wanted to say like how much I love and appreciate what you do, man. I really, really I've been listening to you for years. Like I watched a lot of the movies you made.
Yes.
You know, and I really like went through a whole thing where I was like buying these videos for like my family members to watch with their kids. Because I felt like you were just spitting so much game and knowledge and information on stuff we don't know. And man, I'm kind of nervous right now to be talking to you. Like,
it's all good. It's all good.
I just want to tell you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. Shout out to Miss Prince. All right. All right, family. Let me go ahead and wrap it up. We're gonna wrap this thing on up, ladies and gentlemen. Was that a woman? No, that was a woman, right? Right? I thought that was a woman, right? Was that a woman or a man? Hold on, y'all tell me something. Hold on. Was that a woman or a man? Was that a guy? Y'all sure?
Tell him, Ray Ray.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's get some shit straight. I thought that was a woman. Miss Prince. Yeah, the name was Prince, but people be having different names. I thought it was a woman. Was it a woman? Prince, are you in here? Hold on now. I thought it was a woman. Yeah, I was saying sweetie, and I'm thinking I'm talking to a woman. I thought it was a woman. I'm not moist. I thought that was a woman. Prince, are you in the comment section? Let's get this shit cleared up. Okay, I thought it was a woman. I think it is a woman. I think it might be a stud, but I think it's a woman. I think it's a woman.
Shabaka, let me stop this, everyone. Shabaka, you don't know your roots, my nigga. If you're saying that your family's from South Carolina, you don't know your roots, my man. You don't know your roots from Africa, so stop the lying. You know, we can't have you lying on here, all right? Know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start sitting some of y'all niggas down, and I'm gonna do this, all right? I got this idea from Star Terrain, from the Star Report. If y'all niggas want to sit, if y'all ever want to sit Shabaka down for a week, all you gotta do is send in a $5 donation, and you can sit Shabaka down for even 5 days. You can sit Shabaka down for 5 days for $5. Yo, and I know Kwame's gonna say something. Yo, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Yo, Shabaka's cool. We're gonna make this a little bit fun now, all right? If you want to sit that nigga down for 5 days, man, $5 donation. And you know what, Shabaka? If niggas start giving more than just $5, nigga, oh man, that's good. Let's say this. If we're gonna do this. Hold on a second. If somebody want to sit you down, Shabaka, and they put in a $5 donation, I'm sitting you down for 5 days. You can't record. I mean, you can't write. All you could do is listen, and you're gonna be pissed. But if 2 people give $5 too, then you know that's 10 days. You know, all this time you've been insulting black people in the live chat. I'm actually gonna give them the power. I'm gonna do this for like a whole month, the whole month of December. So if niggas do that and they sit you down, and there's like 4 or 5 people keep on donating $5 to sit Shabaka down, and Shabaka can't write, that's not my fault. You gotta blame the artist. You'll take your last breath playing those games with me. Shout out to Ray Ray. I'll do that. You know, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see how this works. Cause I was debating. I forgot who I was talking to. I was like, yo, that shit doesn't work. But I'm gonna try it on Shabaka first. To sit Shabaka down. And if somebody wants to try to get you if somebody's trying to get you out of not writing, they want to give you the donation, like, yo, that's $5. I mean, that's 5 days off. So that means you could come back. You know, you get it? Somebody give you 5 days from FBA. That's 5 days you can't talk to nobody. All you could do is just watch. Then after that, if like some Pan-African, some white supremacists want to donate $5 to get you out the jam, they can do it. I'm gonna see if this works. Give me a second. This is on my kid. What is that? Hold on. Excuse me, everyone. But yeah, we're gonna try that. We're gonna see how that shit works. So yes, we can. We came off the. No, you came off that motherfucking slim shit, nigga, not me. Your boy was already here, man. This nigga's always trying to. Nigga, I did not come off no slave shit with you, Shabaka. You think I could be on a boat with you for like 3 months, nigga? With you, Shabaka? Hell nah. You drive me fucking crazy. Oh, boo, 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 boo. Or clicks, all your clicks and your pops and shit. Yeah, you're driving motherfucking crazy, Shabaka.
I just thought it was like kind of a studdish woman. You know?
Be right back. I'm gonna go get me some tea.
All right. Prince, are you in here? I will love a women. I will love a women. Yeah, I think Prince something was a oh, now Prince, hold on, let's get it straight. Hold on, let's get something straight. Hold on. Let's get it straight real quick. Hold on. Let's get this cleared up real quick. Hold on. Prince,
Hello?
Prince?
Yes, I'm glad you let me back up. I know I have a feminine voice. I am a guy. I'm gay.
Oh, no. Okay.
I am gay. I hope that's okay.
That's okay. I thought you were woman. My bad.
That happens all the time. I'm glad you let
me.
Yo, what's this?
Prince something was a oh, now Prince, hold on. Let's get it straight. Hold on. Let's get something straight. Hold on. Let's get it straight real quick. Hold on. Let's get this cleared up real quick. Hold on. Prince,
Hello?
Prince?
Yes, I'm glad you let me back up. I know I have a feminine voice. I am a guy. I'm gay.
Okay.
I am gay. I hope that's okay.
Hey, yo.
That's okay. I thought you were a woman.
Yo, Tariq Nasheed got hit with the okie doke. Yo, my man got hit with the okie doke. Hey, yo, Shabaka. I'm telling you, man, you gotta stop talking shit to niggas in the live chat. Them niggas sit you down, man, for 5 days. I don't got no more control of it. I've been saving you for the last 5 months. But if these niggas want to sit you down, hey, niggas gotta sit you down. That's all I gotta tell you. Niggas gonna want to sit you down, my nigga. So all you're gonna have to do is listen and be mad. Hey, yo, I bet you this, everybody. The niggas gonna have a troll account too. Watch after.
My bad.
But yo, do your thing,
That happens
everybody.
all the time. I swear, bro. I have a high pitched voice, but I just that was really. I just wanted to let you know I am a guy and I am gay, but I'm not a part of the community or nothing like that.
And that's not a problem. I don't have no problem with that. I just thought you were a woman. That's my bad.
Yes, and I'm glad you let me up to clarify.
Yes, indeed. You are my brother.
Yes, and I am foundational Black American before anything else, no matter what. Like.
Yes, indeed.
And yeah, I just love you. I support you, but I'm off here. So
there you go.
Good night.
Thank you so much. All right. Shit. Okay. My bad. I thought it was a goddamn woman. Shit. Okay. I'm thinking it's a woman. My bad. We got clarification. All right. We got clarification. All right. I don't know. I didn't know. Lord. That's why I want folks to get on camera. See, this is what I'm saying. You don't know you don't know shit. You don't know what's going on out here. You don't know. That's why I wanted the person to get on camera.
This is what no, it
Yeah.
was to stupid people. Listen,
And the names, people be having all these different names. I don't know shit.
Other than what to reach.
All right. I thought it was a stud. Shit. It's confusing out here.
Yeah, this was just right here. This one was just for entertainment and stuff like that. Cause I personally never seen that one, so I wanted to see it. But we're gonna do this last one, a Democrat shield. This one is for Shabaka, cause I know Shabaka is a Democrat. This is why he comes on these shows. You know, he disrespects us. You know, all this other stuff. This is, like I said, these are Democrats. This is what they do. This is what they're supposed to do.
Brother Brain, what's up, Brain?
What's up, man?
What's up?
Hey.
Is that your lady you hugged up with on there?
Yeah, that's my little baby. Yeah.
Fine shit. Where's she at?
Yeah. At the house.
There you go.
I'm in the car right now, man.
There you go. What city y'all in?
Tampa.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, sure. Hey, man, but how that made you feel when she said that, man?
I love that. I love the appreciation and the love from the family. That means the world to me, man. That's bigger than anything, man. Community love, I take that over anything, man. The industry accolades don't mean shit to me. When the community show love, that's where it's real. That's what I rock with.
Bullshit. I'm gonna say this, Shabaka. I'm in your I live in your mind rent free, my nigga. I'm gonna be personally honest. You know why? Cause you hate on me, Shabaka. I gotta be personally honest. You hate on me, my nigga. And you know what? This is how much of a good person I am. I even invited you on the panel and say, like, you know what, Shabaka? I will not save anything. I will let you talk. And you can talk. You can say whatever you want to say, and I will not say nothing. I will not debate you. You couldn't even do that. You know why? Because all you want to do is bitch and bitch and bitch and bitch and bitch and bitch on the shit that I believe in, what I said. You're mad because I say, yo, you know what? Black Americans had an ethnogenesis. We're more than just African. And you got mad about that. All you do is bitch. This is how I know if I do what I said I do, you're still gonna come back on this show. You're still gonna be bitching and moaning, and you know what? I'm not gonna let you. I'm gonna let you bitch and moan. I'm the only person probably would never block you and say like, yo, you know what? I can't deal with you, Shabaka. You gotta go. I'm gonna sit you down for like 5 days, my nigga. No, I'm gonna have the audience want to sit you down. I'm doing this little experiment to see if it works. And you know what? You're the guinea pig. The reason why you're the guinea pig, because first of all, you talk too much shit to people. You talk shit about Black Americans and the Black American audience on my live chat right now. You've been doing that. So we can use you for a guinea pig. Now all of a sudden, now you crying like a little hoe. Stop the crying. Be careful. Homosexual Pan-African. Yeah, he probably does look like Ben Butter. But yeah, it's just... You're going to come back on this show. You're Democrat shield, Shabaka. Then you're going to have your cousins who are Democrat shield come on the show after the replace of you. Let me ask you a question, Shabaka. You think you get it into people's heads when you do what you do? You don't. All you doing is making yourself look crazy and saying like, yo, I'm glad I'm not a Democrat. I'm glad I'm not a Pan-African. I'm glad I don't got these type of fucking ideology about Black Americans.
When the girl said...
Don't forget to like and subscribe, too.
You was right about something related to Trump. She said Trump was right and you was right, man.
Yeah,
you on the same wave with Trump?
Do what now?
You on the same wave with Trump?
No, well, voter fraud. Look, everybody was talking about voter fraud. There was some fraud going on with the ballots. So yeah, I don't believe. Do you think Biden got all them numbers?
Yeah, they didn't prove different.
Yeah, I don't believe
Trump
that.
got all them numbers.
Yeah. I don't. Biden didn't. They were talking about all the black people who voted for Biden. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all because I know the black community. Now, are you Caribbean?
No, I'm African American.
So why? You sound like you got the cape on for the Democrats. What's that about?
Yeah. I'm trying to save democracy, man. I'm trying to save y'all, man, from going down this. I'm trying to save y'all from going down this dark path. Y'all going down.
What's the dark path?
Shit, y'all like related. Y'all like closer. Y'all trying to relate to the Klan, basically.
Who? What do you mean y'all trying to relate to the Klan?
FBAs. Y'all talking about y'all like.
You're a tether. Are you a tether?
No, I'm not a tether, man.
What do you mean, y'all FBAs? You're othering yourself. That means you're something else. You're something else. You're not a foundational black American. You're a tether.
I'm an American that understands.
That's a tether. That means that's what tethers say.
Why we here, brother.
That's what tethers say. Now, is your lady Hispanic?
She has to make it.
Yeah, so and you're too. You're Jamaican. Say that.
I'm not Jamaican.
Brother, say that. Now you gotta get on camera. Get on camera. Hop on camera. Hop on camera, bro.
I gotta get on camera.
Hop on camera. No, because now you sounding oppish right now. So now we need to see who's there. Now we need to see that hairline. We need to no. We need to see that hairline right about now. Hop on. No. Get your ass on here. Let's see that hairline. You sound like a tether. You sounded like a whole musty tether. Let's see that hairline, brother. Come on, hop on, cause you ain't nobody stomping for no damn Democrats like that. No,
Shabaka.
Ain't nobody stomping for no damn whack ass Democrats like that if you ain't a tether.
Democrats trying to save y'all ass from yourself.
Save us from what? How? That's
He's mad. I told y'all he's mad. He's mad.
I'm not even a Trump supporter. So what you talking
Shabaka's mad.
I'm not a Republican.
They just mounted some Confederate
I'm not a Trump. You're babbling. I'm not a Trump supporter or a Republican. So what you talking about?
We only got two parties we can ride.
Right, and I ain't rocking with none of them. So now what?
You need to rock with one of them, bro.
Why?
Because that's our only option.
No, it ain't. Sitting my ass down and handling FBA business is an option too.
He's a former receptionist of the David Wood for the outstanding Ku Klux Klan.
Hold on. Robert Byrd.
Shout out to Ray Ray.
Was Biden's damn mentor. So what you talking about, the Klan?
Donald Trump just mounted two Confederate statues up. Do you salute them?
Yeah. Biden was sitting up here. His mentor was a Klan member, literally.
Nah, but that's misinformation.
What you mean no? What you mean no? No. What you mean no? No. You're not going to talk about no damn Klan. And Biden's damn mentor was a Klansman. Literally, it's true.
Trump daddy was a Klansman.
Yeah, I ain't vote for him either.
So yeah, but we got to stop them from taking over the government, don't you think? For your grandma's sake. Think about your grandma.
My grandmama died, but yeah, my mother's here. What's that mean?
Was fighting against.
What's that mean? They're fighting against white supremacy.
We got to keep the momentum they had going. We forgot what
that's
the
what we're
civil
doing
rights.
Now. Yeah, they stood on lineage business.
You forgot the civil rights were like what? Like 50-something years ago?
Dude,
y'all worry about
I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama. You're not telling me nothing about the civil rights.
All right, so y'all worry about immigrants.
Dude, yeah, my family, listen, some of my families in Selma on my dad's side, they were having tent cities in my relative's yard. Yeah, my family was directly connected to the civil rights movement, sir. You're not telling me nothing.
So if we focus on immigrants while y'all letting the guys that trying to take your civil rights take back over the government.
You're just saying shit. You ain't even making sense.
I'm just saying some shit.
You ain't making sense. You're just saying mushmouth shit. You're just saying cliches. You're not even making sense.
No. We got Donald Trump.
Sir, you're just saying mushmouth bullet points. You're not even making sense.
You don't know what you understand. In the government, we got to do this because civil rights and catfish nuggets in the government. You ain't saying nothing.
No catfish nuggets, bro.
You're not saying nothing, sir. You're not saying
He said the catfish
I'm saying
nugget.
a lot, man. Y'all going down.
I think this is Shabaka, yo.
you're the one. No, sir.
Yo, all jokes aside, I think this guy right here is Shabaka. Yo, Shabaka, is your wife Jamaican? Is your wife Jamaican?
You have to duck and dodge ice. We don't
relate to the clan, man. Y'all.
No, you just said that. You said that already. That don't work. Those are shaming tactics. The clan is ice. You got to duck and dodge ice. You and your lady got to hide from ice, and we don't. You got, right?
No, my baby was born in America. Her daddy Jamaican.
But yeah. So yeah. You and her are hiding. That's why y'all holding on to each other in that damn photo. Y'all
Catfish nuggets.
Nah, you was a fireman for DC, man.
Yo. Catfish nuggets.
Yeah, immigrants, their insurance is immigrants, their insurance is gonna be a little janky. That's a them problem. We that's not our problem.
That's a his problem, man.
His wife's from Benin. Oh shit.
Yeah. I don't know what you gonna do. You gonna be down bad. But yeah, I'm good. As a foundation.
Hey yo, Shabaka, how does dirt cookies taste? I was always wondering how does dirt cookies taste? And tell your wife I said hi.
So what's up?
How we foundation.
She makes some good biscuits.
You ain't. You're not from here. You're not from here.
Mexicans been here before. They was here first, but even before us.
Who?
Right.
Where was the damn Mexican?
Like that lady just get on there talking. They speaking them. They don't speak no English. Like
what? Now I know this is a tether. What Mexican was here before us? What you talking about?
You act like America didn't back California.
What Mexican? What are you talking about? What? Mexican? Okay, your lady is half Mexican.
Oh shit!
Jamaican.
From Two Muds.
Hold on, bro. Nah, that lady just got.
That nigga's about to crash out on
It's a fucking shock. Like she ain't in California. Where they bought.
What Mexican was here before us? What are you talking about? Mexicans didn't even exist before the year 1521.
The Spanish, bro. The Spanish.
Black people were over. Yeah,
they had Texas in California.
Bro. What?
You know they, but you know America bought that.
They escaped to
Texas
America
from California from Mexico, right?
And
so what the fuck are y'all talking about? That's they shit, really. We just
no, it ain't.
The white people
man. Okay, let me tell you about history. Mexico had so-called control over California in this area on paper for like a decade or so. It wasn't even that long. The people were never genetically Mexican. They just had it on paper. It was the Spanish owned it. They had claim to it.
And the white man bought it, and y'all trying to claim it like it's y'all too, like y'all bought something too. Like
what you talking about? This is our country. No. Sir, this is our country. You keep on, that's that tether talk. The white man, it really did. White man had did it. Dude, the first person, listen, you don't know history. As a tether, you don't know history. The first person to trek, who's a foreigner, to trek through the United States was a black man named Estebanico the Moor. He was leading the Spanish. Black people have always been over here, even with the Spanish, even before the Spanish. Columbus came over here with black people. The captains of his ship were black.
Right. But yeah.
You can't talk history. I'm a historian. I do this.
You wasn't part of the equation, bro.
That nigga's mad. He's about to crack. He's about to.
Yeah,
the tether is coming out of Shabaka. Go on, Shabaka. Have that tetherism come out of you.
No. We've always been the equation here.
Part of their equation, the way y'all.
What the hell is that? What does that mean? What does that mean? We've been a part. We've been the foundation of this country from day one. What are you talking about?
The ones you trying to side with.
Okay, you name a time. Name a time when black people were not a part of the building of the United States ever. Name a time.
Of course, we was part of the building of it. Yes.
So what are you talking about then?
But we can't turn to the Southern Confederate people that went to war for some shit that they don't belong to.
What the hell? You just saying?
No, that's what you doing, Terry.
No, you just say.
This is Shabaka. This has to be Shabaka.
I know you a tether because all you doing is you just sitting up here lying. This is why I don't believe you. You just sit up here. All you doing is lying. You lying like a damn tether.
You done told y'all you doing with the Confederates. You just saying shit. That's why I know you're a tether.
Tariq, you know, Tariq,
You're a tether, sir.
Not a Tariq, bro.
Yeah, sir. You come from an immigrant background.
No, I don't. I got a South Carolina background.
No, stop. Y'all stop using South Carolina. Y'all keep trying to use the Gullah Geechee. All y'all, that's the new tether lie. Claim South Carolina. All y'all ain't
claim South Carolina.
Y'all
I'm
trying to tether
claim
on
that shit.
No, you're not, sir. The South Carolina. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. South Carolina got riots. Some of the biggest rebellions were coming out of South Carolina. They weren't tiptoeing and samboing like you.
Yeah, I rebel against these crackers.
Not really.
You rebel against the wrong people.
No, you're not. 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 You going along. You just going along with the Democrat agenda because you're an immigrant.
No, I go along with the Democrat agenda because I know real Republicans, Carolina Republicans.
And what about them? Because I don't care about either one of them. But what about them?
Fuck with you at all.
How the Democrats fucking with you?
You in California, ain't it? You
how the Democrats rocking with you?
Don't move to South Carolina. You saving shit in that blue
How
state.
is the Democrats rocking with you? What are they doing for you?
I mean, come on, the same thing they did for your grandma.
Well, you stuttering, man. You can't get it. You can't even say it.
I mean, they don't do nothing for me
that
personally. I don't need food stamps and none of that shit.
Who said anything about a goddamn food stamp?
But
Who said something about a damn food stamp? What the hell are you talking about? Who the hell said something about a food stamp?
When people ask what Democrats do for you, that's all they can do for you. Give you some food stamps or some welfare if you poor as shit. And I don't need that. But
you are okay. This is. I don't know what kind of tether babble this is. What is he talking about? These tethers are really trying to cosplay as us. Y'all ain't fooling nobody. That's the new thing. The tethers are just straight out lying at this point. The tethers are just. No, I'm not. I ain't no immigrant. Yeah, you are. Yeah, if you lie about one thing, you're going to lie about everything else. What the hell? What kind of Democrat tether lying shilling is he doing? Yeah, he's mushmouth. He's a mushmouth tether. The hell? Yeah, that's tether babble, ladies and gentlemen. All right? These people, it's never logical. Notice these people trying to tell us to vote for the Democrats and vote blue no matter who. It ain't never logical. That's why the Democrats lost the way they did. Y'all don't have a logical reason for us to support them. Scaring us with the Republicans don't work no more. That don't work. And you can't articulate nothing that makes us want to support the damn Democrats like that. That's why I don't believe that Biden got those numbers. When you ask them, why should we vote for the Democrats? The Confederate thing and the civil rights. Your grandmama then had Marge and Thelma, and they had ate them catfish nuggets, and just start mush mouth babbling. That's the level of intellect with the damn Democrats. That's why, listen, there's a renaissance going on right now. There's a foundational Black American renaissance right now, so there's a mental vibration that's higher now. People are more intelligent thinking now. That mushmouth bullshit, nobody wants to be around that no more. That's what the Democrats got to offer. The conscious Lee and just big dumbass, goofball, mushmouth tethers. Don't nobody want to be around that. We don't want to hear that mushmouth shit. We don't want to hear it. We're good on that. We don't want to hear that mushmouth, scammy ass talk. It's a new day. It's a new day. Yeah? We know ops when we hear them. All that lying. We're done with that. We're done with that. Yeah, I seen Roland and...
I'm going to land right here. I'm going to say this. we almost hit the 3.5 hour mark. I'm not going to do a show Thursday because if I do a show, it'll be a night show. The reason why I have training, so we can't do it. We can't do a morning show. But we can do this. If we do a night show, we can do a show like if you subscribe, if you send in the Cash App, I'll take a shot for you, and I'll get some a little bit stronger stuff than I usually have. I usually do coffee Patron, but I'll do something a little bit heavy, and I'll pick a great topic. Or pick the topic that y'all want to talk about. And I'll do this. And I'll do a panel. I'll try to do. Ooh, excuse me. I'll try to do I'll try to do Zoom. I'll buy Zoom. I'll order Zoom, and I'll have people jump on the panel on Zoom. How about that? If you want me to do that, email me. We'll do a poll. Should we do a Zoom show Thursday night? So definitely, you might be suited for just chatting or politics streams. I chat about everything. This isn't the only channel I have, Robin. I have another channel called the Chocolate Man Podcast. That talks about relationships. That talks about lifestyles, escapades, money. So that's a different channel that I do have. So I will keep you up to date. Go into my panel and email me. You can always email me, and I'll stay in touch with you. So definitely we can do that. But I'm gonna say this. Times is coming up. There's gonna be some times coming up where we're gonna have immigrants cosplaying of being Black Americans, saying that, immigrants built this country and blase, and America can't do anything without immigrants. So, I just dealt with a breakup. I can't listen to that. No, it's more than just breakups. We talk about everything. We talk about lifestyles. I talk about swinging. I used to when I used to market, because I used to model a little bit in New York. The way how the marketing goes, it's usually like an orgy party or a swinger party. There's some people who slept with the manager's wife, and had 3-ways with her and stuff. Sometimes a guy and another girl, or 2 guys and her, she's going at it. So yeah, it's a lifestyle, I talk about stuff like that. Have I ever joined anything with his wife? No, absolutely not. But yeah, we talk about stuff like that. But yeah, I might. Yeah, we do a lot of shit, Robin. That's why I always tell y'all to email me, and I don't know what the show is gonna be on Thursday and Friday, but if we hit the 400 subscribe mark, definitely we're gonna have a celebration. That is nuts. I live in New York. Yeah, so you could tell them, like, that shit that happened to Diddy, that shit happened. Yo, those type of parties happen in New York all the time. Swinger parties and stuff, orgies and shit like that. I remember the first party I went to, I seen, the cake bowls that you mix cake up in, cake batter. I seen 3 of those, one with pills, one with coke, and the other with multiple different pills. So yeah, they have those type of parties. The baby oil, I really never seen or really was introduced to baby oil with women. I never knew about that. That's more of an adult entertainment thing. So yeah, my professors literally told me about them. I never went to one. Yeah, there's parties like that. Yeah, absolutely. And there's some people that bring their wife, swing with their wife. Back in the days, this is old school. They used to put keys in a jar, and whoever keys you pull out, whoever's car keys you pull out, that's who you have sex with that night. So it's all that shit that Diddy was doing is old. It's just he got charged with tricking off, like buying men for his wife. That's what he got charged with for. So it's most likely soliciting. Was it buying solicit prostitutes or buying a prostitute? That's what he got charged for. He got caught for tricking. But yeah, I'll say this. We got to be careful. And I'm just talking about if you're American, you got to be careful about these messages that are getting put out here. You got to start asking, where are these people from? What is these people's background? If you don't start asking where these people are from, where these people's background is, it's going to be a hard day for you, because at the end of the day, you don't know what their agenda is. Sometimes you could tell what their agenda is, or what they're saying, and where they're from. So definitely pay attention to that, especially with Black Americans. People are cosplaying of being Black Americans, because don't forget, Black America is one of the most influential people ever. Black Americans. We had niggas sagging their pants, and that's a jail thing. We had niggas wearing braids and fucking dreads and shit. These are cultural things, but this is now a universal thing because of Black Americans. So y'all got to be careful what messages is going out here. And I want to say, and I'm going to start giving my shout out. Shout out to Robert from Kick. Salute, man. Thank you. If you want to donate, I'll put, give me a second. If you want to donate, if you can. If you can't right now, I know this is your first day. You don't have to. But if you ever want to donate, I'm going to put my live chat. I'm going to put my information on this right now. Give me a second. I'm putting my live chat. I'm putting my information in the Kick. So sooner or later, Kick can get bigger. But this show, most of our shows is random. I usually plan a day of what we're gonna do. But yeah, this is if you want to donate, because I know. Oh yeah, definitely, man. It's like I'm not hurting. It's just, I know people like to donate and like to help the podcast. So definitely, thank you. If you can, if you can't, don't worry about it. Just share the links. For right now. I will say this. Yeah, just be careful, everyone. Just be careful. I'm not going out like Will Smith. Yeah. So yeah, they had an open relation. That's considered Ray an open relationship. Shout out to, is that Cesar? Let's see. Oh, shout out to SARS. If the media was on Ben Carson's head for saying slaves were immigrants, they gotta do the same for the other coons. Yeah, well, I'll say this. Ben Carson is it? Who did you say? Ben Carson? Ben Carson, yeah, is a coon. He's very educated. We can say that, but common sense wise, he hasn't really never been there. He don't know when niggas is talking about him or when he's the butt of the joke. So it's all great. But don't forget, we still got to give Ben Carson's coon ass some type of credit, because he is the godfather of open heart surgery. I think if that's Ben Carson that we're talking about, yeah, he's the father of, not even godfather, he's the father of the open heart surgery. So that's the only credit we can give. Even Herman Cain, we gotta give credit to coon ass Herman Cain, But yeah, I want to start giving my thanks. I gave thanks to Robin. Thanks to Shabaka, Ray, Kwame, FBA Convo. Shout out to Dorsey. Shout out to Jersey Drive. Shout out to Let's Get It 004. Shout out to E. Will, Shorty McGriff, Goolery. What's her name? I know Spirit. Was it Spirit? What was it? It was Spirit something. Spirit Within. Shout out to St. Michael. Shout out to Oh, Teresa Thompson, shout out to you. Shout out to Uncle. Shout out to Randall. Shout out to DS1. DSA1. Shout out to Bombs Legacy. Shout out to Spence. And thank everybody for donations today. So salute to y'all who gave out donations. And shout out to Cars 1126. Salute. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow. But don't forget Thursday. I'm not doing a morning show, but if I do a show, it'll be a night show. And if we pass the subscribe